this session. Let's see, do I have any announcements to say? I don't believe we do. Just that my finger still hurts from smashing with a hammer 2 weeks ago. I'm dealing with that.
Oh shit! What happened with your finger?
I hit it with a hammer while I was trying to nail down a piece of wood. But that's beside the point. Let's go ahead and talk about today's game. Beavu still can't hear you, so do what you can do to fix it. But since Beavu is one that usually does a recap and he can't do it right now, I need one of you fine gentlemen, or as a collaboration effort, the group of you, to please try to remember what has occurred, what happened last session on the planet of Rishi, with the ending, with the accumulation of the efforts of all of you on that underground bunker within the Marrakech tunnel. What do you all remember?
Okay, I would try it in with my 1000 brain folds to remember what the fuck had happened. Okay, so first of all, we stopped the session before the previous one by finding four really force sensitive and force adept people stuck in like fucking those like tanks, jars basically, right? And then we kicked off previous session by learning what the fuck they are. Two turned out to be a Jedi, two turned out to be a Sith, and this organization that like have those fucking underground installations in the first place. It's probably neither Empire nor the Republic. It's probably some like third party. So then we rounded up the scientists. The head scientist killed himself off before we managed to learn anything substantial from him. His colleagues also were baffled that he knows something about it. But like, yeah. And then we got attacked by the last remaining guards. We killed them off, yeah, but not before they really fucked up the bridge that was like fucking the pathway between the tanks with Jedi's in them and the rest of the compound. Then I don't know, we like fucking got out, right? There was a would-be scientists. Some of them tried to run, but there were a Republic ship, like kind of fuck. What's the fucking word? Yeah, basically a ship filled with like heavy troopers or some shit.
Republic troops.
Yeah, Republic troops, and then they rounded up the scientists. Right, and then they're like, "Hey, yo, we need to talk about this whole shit." They were like, "Okay." Then we got delivered to the. I don't remember. Was it like the general himself that was on the ship as well, or had we been delivered to the general?
The general was on the ship.
Yeah, on the ship. Yeah, right. Then we got fucking flied off to the HQ, right? We talked a bit. He paid us, and yeah, we like also. Oh, yeah, right. We learned the location. Oh, right. Also, there was some. The hacker that fucked with us in the first place, right? We broke in the kind of like little security room. He was actually dead. Yeah, was like shot through the back of his head, right? And turned out we were watched all this time, and all this were translated for like some fucking space buoys. I don't fucking know how it's pronounced.
Buoy.
Yeah, and like translated, basically streamed towards some other place, and we like pinpointed it, and we know approximately what this place is, right? Yeah, and then we like exit the facility, get like fucking rounded up, and talk to the general, Republic general afterwards, and like relay info to him, and he pays us.
Indeed.
I think that's about it.
So that is correct. Upon finding that there's been studies, there's been experimentation upon the Jedi, as well as the Sith within the bunker that's been built by some organization filled with scientists that have been studying them, and it's dealing with something about the M count, as well as traversing from the Rishi people, but it's been experimentation. It's kind of similar same equipment as remember to what happened on the planet of Bimio, where this all kind of started, where all of you initially came together. Now, after dealing with the scientist and talking to the general, they did express concern about who's causing this, what's going on, but they're also having to play and stand on very, very careful footing because any type of movement or any type of severe investigation or large investigation by the Republic might cause the Sith to open up an all-out war. People are afraid. People are afraid of the war breaking out again that has so ravished the galaxy. And so that you've already been on this track, the general asked all of you to continue your investigation. Also, because Jin was won by the Jedi Council to continue this, and so getting paid a little bit by what was owed to you by the governor on the planet of Rishi, you have a task set ahead of you right now. And that is, there was a signal, as talked by Anaya, when the group was inside the bunker, realizing that there was people watching you. You pinpointed this to deep space. You have coordinates in deep space specifically, as well as another signal going to a hyperspace buoy. Where that was going, no one knows. But there is someone, grouping people watching your exploits, specifically what you have done in the underground bunker. The entire time you were there, you were being recorded and streamed to some location. But the data stream, the information was being sent to a place you can pinpoint. That is a very obvious step where to go to next. Now, it's obviously clear to everyone that we have some new characters coming in and some leaving. So, I'm going to do a small railroad just to get this process started. So, just make your next destination that location, which would be natural to go ahead and fit. But with that, we'll go ahead and pick up our game. We're on the planet of Rishi still. You're actually at the port city where the human is currently located. Let me actually go back to the computer and get my notes now. So we are dealing with... Oh, things changed on my side. Okay. So we are at Port Lent, speaking to admin Vindar Brendal. And he is here. He's already been essentially told about your exploits and the fact that the Republic has taken over what's been going on here. Payment from Brendel given to you. It is now here where Brendel takes his leave, and as his shuttle, as well as the troops he had with him, including the scientists, not prisoners, to be interrogated by whatever has been going on since Bimil, leaving you to your own devices to do what you need with a clear task ahead of you as the shuttle of the Republic takes off and leaves, leaving the group of you, the 5 of you, standing at the port in Lent.
Well, I rather head to the dang back to facility so I can heal up.
Yeah, I was going to do that just the same. It's
We need to recuperate and resupply if we want to head back out, or at least do anything else.
Yeah, I think I have a date for the back to tank for the next couple of days.
Now, this does beg the question. We do know that things have been unfolding. We do know that you have been watched by whatever was going on within that facility. Do what you will with the timing involved with all this going on. I'm not going to stop you. Obviously, you do what you need to. But just know that if you do sit into a back to tank, and obviously, if you take care of wounds, take care of wounds, take care of crits if you need to. But time is going to progress. So you need to judge how long you want to spend in a facility to be healed. Because remember, 1 crit is, I believe, per day.
I only have 1 crit and 7 wounds.
Yeah, so if... I was going to say, I think Outlaw can come to crits, but he doesn't exist anymore, or he has left us, so nice. That doesn't matter. Well, oh, okay.
I am still here. This unit is still active.
Beaver didn't take any crits, and Anaya hasn't taken any either. So
Wait,
yeah.
no, Anaya has like 2 crits or something, or like 3 even.
And isn't Beaver having like a pack rat like bag on him or something? Because I still remember the conversation of how Beaver just apparently has amounts
piles of guns,
like scrap guns, junk, just on him.
Yeah, Anaya has 2 crits.
Oh, okay.
3 crits.
Yeah, you guys got screwed up on that platform. That's the main source. I only got screwed up in the facility.
Yeah, I got screwed up on the platform, but I must just fine in the facility. Okay, so shall we take one night then? Get to the back to tanks, heal up a bit, and then head out?
Sure.
Anaya would go like, indeed, would need to take some time to heal. Was nice knowing you, but I'll need a bit more in a couple of days, I think. And besides, Republic doesn't pay that much, so see ya!
What?
Oh, well.
That was easy. All right.
Well then, I suppose thank you for the time we had together. I wish you luck in your travels, and
You're cleaning out the entire laboratory from my ship yourself.
Nah, I'm sure you will need it. Okay, see ya! And I kind of runs away.
Just showing that Anaya
When he
has
was tossed it
no
off.
working for the Republic. All right.
right then.
Hawk sees Anaya run away, and he just stands still for a minute and looks all at you. And seeing as the situation on Rishi has escalated so much, I think I need to stay back to protect the last of my masters.
I mean,
Rude.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a thing. We don't know if that toxic crap or whatever is still cleared out from the air.
Yes, and my protocols forbid me to leave while the danger is still present.
Well, I will be sad to see you leave. It's been a pleasure to fight alongside you, and hopefully you keep your Maker's family safe. I'll reach out to try to shake your hand.
He looks at it because he's unsure, and he shakes it.
As you are discussing this, with the events of Anaya leaving in a brisk fashion, Alhawk, you actually see Licia is there. She's come by after knowing what you've kind of gone through, the fact that you belong to her mother. She was actually definitely worried about you, and so as you are doing this, she does come up to you, and she speaks to you, Alhawk. Are you sure you wish to leave your friends here?
Well, a part of me tells me I need to support them, as they're probably the probability of them being in danger again is very high. But if I were to lose you, well, I would have no purpose anymore.
I understand. Thank
But
you, Alhawk.
It's not like I will leave them without any help. And he pulls out 2,000 credits.
No.
His own.
No handing over.
Never allow
No.
that. So don't do it. No, it ain't gonna happen.
We
You would help
can't-
out. You'd help out
Damn
the
it.
disease. The disease-ridden planet. You'd help out more than you get money to them. But it's not that I'm working for the Republic, so no, I never allow that. But Licia will. Nice
Okay,
try.
I didn't know. We didn't talk about this.
Nice
So
try.
I should have.
Licia will actually look at the groups of you three now, since Anaya's gone, and she goes, "Thank you for what you have done for keeping Alhawk safe and for helping out here. Now that the Republic has showed up, I just hope that we can move on and get everything taken care of. But I do. It's the least I can do." And she will actually offer you three. Actually, it'd be you three. 1,000 credits. As thank you for keeping Alhawk safe.
No, thank you. It is most kind. We will.
Yes.
And
Our
while
pleasure.
Yeah,
He kept
well-
us safe as much as we kept him safe.
while conversing, you can see Anaya running back and like yelling at people, "Hey, Biru, 50 credits, hand it back. You owe me."
Who?
To
Biru, you.
Oh
Java.
yeah, Beavu.
Is his mic fixed there or no?
No, it's not. I think he's gonna have to check in chat because apparently his entire computer is refusing to use the microphone.
Oh yeah, right. I will type it out in the chat then. Right.
Well, I think
Well,
he can hear
he-
us.
Here, he just can't
Here.
talk.
Yeah, you can hear us just
Yeah,
fine. He
he-
just can't talk back.
So
Yeah, it's just that apparently his computer is just refusing to work.
Yeah, I think they were owing it for, I think, like his debt for improving his intelligence.
Okay, well, after transactions are done, I guess Anaya runs back off.
Yeah,
No.
back off to the hospital, or to the direction of like nearest
Hawk
hospital.
will look at you and give his communication link, so you can call him if the need arises, and if he's near, he will. He says essentially he will try to help you if he can.
And you do the same if you need more assistance in the future.
As all of you are in discussion right before Anaya burst off, all of you get a ping on your. Actually, no. Your droid on the ship actually comes over the comm and beeps at all of you that he's got a communication request from a old client that is looking for some quick help by the name of Kari.
Oh, is this from that guy who, like, we got the dang
And the
workshop?
They're going auction. They met Beck. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a
Yeah, the man we were saved from his wife or whatever it was, or he was afraid of his wife.
oh yeah, the afraid of his wife. Oh yeah, I guess
He's asking for some immediate help on the other side of the galaxy.
Okay. Well, we need some time to at least recuperate to actually not do that right now.
Well, fortunately, one of you does take that call. So, Anaya.
Yeah, well,
I guess. Wait a minute, Naya took that call?
well, I think it's a reason for for her to get out of there. I suppose.
It's still right out to give some of a story to Anaya. Just I live, goodbye, just run away. So it's a little bit of a small story.
All Hog will stay on Rishi for a while, so he won't be available.
Yeah,
So don't forget to put the credits in the party sheet, I guess.
You can understand.
Yeah, if you take 133 or take take 333 essentially. You three.
Oh, okay.
This only goes to Bivu, Jin, and Arbok since though the two of you are gone. So.
All right.
And with that, we now end today's game. All right.
Good session, everyone. I'll see you all next week.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So now that Alhawk has decided to stay here and possibly help investigate, probably help the Kier to fix and help the individuals on Rishi, leaving now just 3 of the original. That being the Jawa, Bivu, Arvok, and...
Well, technically, 2 is the main original, while Bivu's the...
Yeah, I realize that now. But still, the original group is falling apart. But it is right now currently 3 of you. Some of you are hurt, and so now you have to ask yourself the question is, how do you wish to proceed forward? Do you want to spend some time in the backup facilities here, which, because you did actually help heal, you did help take care of the issue, Admin Vendor Brendel will actually waive the fees and let you use the backups for as long as you need. But this is going to take time. His facilities will also attend to you with a medic. So, all of you can heal yourselves fully. Crits, though, you need to decide how you want to take care of. But now they're on the port and you've helped them out, their medics will actually take care of you. So everyone here, go back to full health, full strain.
Okay. Well, I think it will take one day to heal our worst of our injuries, and then we can perhaps tomorrow head out
Yeah.
Perhaps if on the way we can see if we can find a larger port to see if we can get some backup. Considering the three of us might be a bit insufficient for a.
I also want to try and find myself a pistol that's a bit better than the basic one I have, as well as getting that bounty hunter license.
Yeah,
I want to try my hand in that job.
Sounds like an idea. I suppose after we're done here, we can check if it has any pistols here on Rishi, and if not, we can perhaps stop by the said larger place and pick up one up.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we're sending one day in the back to tanks.
All right. Go ahead and give me. Let me pull these rolls again. I got those healing rolls laid out. Oh, let's see where are they at.
Everything check. Or
Conflict and combat. Healing critical injuries. Can't remember what you roll. I think you roll.
I can't.
Wounds.
Conflict and combat?
Back to tanks. I'm looking right now in the book. Back to tanks. All right. At the end of each 24-hour period, the hero may take one resilience check. Okay, so to make this easy, after 1 day of stay, everyone that has a critical injury that needs to cure themselves of that, go ahead and boom resilience pool. Now you'll see on your crit there is going to be a number 1, 2, or 3. That is the number of purple you're going to put in.
Okay.
For the one crit you're going to remove. So, once you got it, go ahead and it's a
Can I
facility.
put a blue? Can I put a blue in because I have the regeneration feat trait?
I will give it to you. Go for it. You're also in a facility by some good mix, and there's a disease on the planet, so there's probably some more medical teams here than normal. Put in a further blue. All right, you two, go ahead and roll. Your wound is healed. Jen, let's have to use some dark side points. Oh, backside points. Everyone, let's roll some points. Starting from right to actually, everyone just go ahead and roll. I'm not gonna bother going.
Actually, yeah, and also add one light to the base.
Okay.
Thanks to
Light
morality.
to the base. All right, that goes. Mr. Forget About It gives one to me. Fantastic. Loris gives one to me. Fantastic. Anakalo
We only
gives
have
one to me. Fantastic. Ness gives one to you guys. Screw you. And then 2 from Hawk. Yeah.
You know, I feel a bit, that I gave it to us instead of you. So here, you take it, and
Woo!
I heal the wound.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and remove that crit for your sheets. Yeah, I spent the time as 1 day to make this easy because I do want to introduce other characters. Now, this is one of the few times in my games. In fact, I need to get my little notepads. In my games, typically, when new characters need to be introduced, I don't typically want to have them wait too long, so I don't want to speed it up. Arvok, do you know what kind of blaster you want to buy?
Of course I don't. I don't have like an encyclopedia of the blasters, and I know the sheet that Jin gave me is not really reliable. A while ago.
Well, what's immediately available is if you click on the items button on the right-hand side, and then at the top of the items page, click on the weapons. You'll see what I've made. So it's something you can actually take right now immediately. Obviously, we still have to worry about the rarity. Now, on the planet of Rishi, this is a bit of a lower S planet. You are capped at a rarity of 4 to automatically buy. Anything above that, you need to roll 4.
Something like an H7 equalizer could be good. It's expensive, but it has to have the superior quality.
We'll try also like buy improvements for weapon. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, but I think this is more like he just seen something relatively cheap that he can, or a defender blaster pistol.
I just have a normal light blaster pistol. I'm guessing I can just.
You can go for the heavy blaster pistol, which is 1 more damage.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
that if you can find it. Well, yeah, it's 6. Never mind.
No, you just have to just roll for it.
Oh,
And
okay.
as well, you could go for a Dragon Eye. It has, if it costs 1,000, it has a damage of 8, a crit of 3, a range of medium. Could be worth it.
Aye.
The only problem is it is 3, so that might be difficult. It's quite heavy.
And those, like,
I have
costs.
4. I basically have 4 bronze, so I'd be fine with that. I guess I'll just go for the dang heavy pistol.
Okay. You're looking for it. Go ahead and give me a negotiation pool, please.
Okay.
Could I roll for him, or
You both can
Just
look.
assist.
okay? So are you going for the CR2 heavy blaster pistol, the C10 heavy blaster pistol? There are quite a few of them.
I only have the basic weapon list. I don't know.
Okay, so what's your budget? Like, how much are you willing to spend?
I have two. I'm pretty like maybe just in the 1,000 because I need to save enough.
Okay, so then the Dragon Eye repeater costs exactly 1,000. Could be, you know.
I guess I can try to find that because I'm planning to buy myself a license as well.
What's the rarity of that, Jen? Jen, you
Guess
here?
he's
It's
checking.
rarity 7, actually.
Yeah, I'm here. I said 7.
Okay, because on Rishi is to go up, so it's actually going to be a daunting task. So it's actually going to be up to one. So it's going to be 4 purple to find.
Okay, I'll roll it to see if I can find it.
Okay, roll the pool.
So
Does he
Alright,
get like
you can
a
look for it
blue
also.
for me assisting?
In fact, Arbok, if you want to go as a backup, you can go to a lower rarity one if you want to. So a normal heavy blaster pistol would be 3 purple, and the one he's looking for is 4. So you both can look for it if you want to.
All right, then I guess I'll look for the normal heavy one, and I guess Jin will go for the special one.
Okay, easy enough.
yeah, found it.
Go ahead and roll.
I use a force point to find it. And I posted a stat line if in the.
Yep. So just take like
Yeah,
a
this-
blaster pistol and just edit the stats to where it matches.
Okay then. And I also am gonna, and I guess that's 1,000 credits.
Yes.
Well, I suppose the negotiation check modify the price, or is it just the base?
The price is
Let me
1,000
get-
credits.
Okay.
All right. And I'm gonna head over to some sort of like a bounty out office and buy myself a license.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
All right then.
All right. Now, after having the license done, having your shopping done, and being healed for the most part for the day, you can head on out.
Actually, I think I'd like to just do a quick negotiation test myself, so you can find a weapon for myself as well.
Nope, you already rolled. It's one roll.
Fair enough.
One roll.
And I guess I won't do that. So do you give back the regular blaster pistol I lent you, Arvak?
Well, I already like gave you that pistol ages ago.
Oh,
Basically yours at this point.
Oh, you did, right? But I think it was the last session I lent you my pistol because you only had one arm, or was that Owlhawk I lent it to? I lent someone a pistol.
I think it was Al. Oh yeah, it was Alhawk.
Yeah,
because
just take it back. Just put it back in inventory.
We want to get it back. No,
he
take it.
pockets it. He pockets
He
it.
can give it back.
Well, I think like that's a rarity 4, so I could just bought one anyway. But I'd rather not buy one.
Yeah, take it. I'm not keeping.
Well, I need to drag it into like the chat so I can drag it back to my sheet.
Just drag it from the inventory or the items. Just a blaster pistol or a blaster, whatever it was.
That's a pistol.
Yeah, just drag it over. All right. So without further ado, is there anything else you two wish to do? Since I can't really talk to Beaver at the moment.
No,
Since
I think that.
No, just real quick. So I do walk around. If Beaver does say anything, just let me know because I don't really look at my screen until I need to get in front of it. So.
Yeah, we'll keep you informed if he posts anything in the Fantasy Grounds chat.
Okay.
Okay. No, I think that was about it. Really. So I suppose we'll head out and see if we can find some more people as we move towards our next location.
Now let's see. Let's see. For some reason, my notes didn't save, which is starting to annoy me.
If you had more time, I would go on a quest or something to find the lightsaber crystal, but we don't have time, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, I need to kind of push. It's a small road to get the other people involved, and then at that point, because I know we talked about all of you kind of going on your own, doing your own stuff. That also happened, but I need to get yeah, blah blah. I do need to get the other players introduced. So
Yes, you can do that, and then you'll probably just
Yeah.
be able to do that.
Yeah, I suppose we'll start. We'll head towards that place to get our new party members.
all right, so give me 1 second. I need to pull up my notes.
Wait, three cupboards for a pistol? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's really heavy.
It's a really big boy pistol.
Why? Oh, this is gonna annoy me. Well, looks like my notes got lost. Shit. Do any of you remember where that signal was going to that I revealed last session?
Oh shit, no, I don't.
No, I can't.
It was no. God dang it!
One
Right.
time Beaver doesn't have his mic, we're lost.
Well, if you have the notes, can you post
Well,
it?
I don't think. Beaver, remember to use the dang chat in the 20. Well, not that. It's the source of where that's going to, I think.
We had a location, but we might. It's okay if you haven't noted down. None of us did anyway either, so just wondering if you have it.
Okay, so we have the coordinates. Okay, we're gonna do a small type of
We
thing. to get
had
players in.
we had an appropriate system, I think. We had like a system, but we don't have exact coordinates.
So we're gonna make it very, very easy. That is going to be Can I copy paste this? I can't. Right, that's annoying. Let me get my other token out, make this easy. Token. That works. All right. So that new signal, and we'll use this token that is. Oh, there we go. Okay. The signal.
Fighting with control.
Yeah, I forgot to use my damn controls on the computer. Is here.
Oh, you.
So the system of Qatar is the one that has been having that signal broadcast towards. This is more within the realms of the Sithar, which is the reason why the Republic doesn't want to get directly involved in having you as a group to specifically deal with this investigation.
Yeah. All right. I guess we should just start heading over there then.
No, definitely.
A second, done notes so I don't forget this time. Okay, so the three of you get onto your ship, and you take off, leaving the planet of Rishi behind, leaving Alhawk behind, and Anaya wherever she has gone towards. With the task at hand of continued investigation, you are less on number now, but you are definitely firm in the idea of what you're going to accomplish in this investigation. You need to be a bit of a smaller group. You don't want to have the entire full Republic army come charging in to start a inadvertent war or continue that war that's already been plaguing the system. And so as you do your time, as you arrive within the system of Qatar. Before we arrive, is there anything anyone wishes to do in type of preparation or anything needs to be done, really?
That's what CB do. I have any crafting to get done, or
Yeah, Beavu is the one.
Probably we're
Oh
about
wait,
to
dang nabbit,
right now. Yeah.
we didn't
Can
even
I-
we didn't even get Beavu a weapon. God dang it!
Can I make a last minute stim pack buying?
For your new character, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And Naya comes out of nowhere and buys some stim packs and disappears again.
Runs into the shadows.
Yeah,
Right.
but Beavu, we need to get you an actual weapon. We're not modifying the mech. We didn't. Wait, did we even bring? I hope we said. I hope I said no.
I
That's
think you
supposed to
said. I think you
Oh,
said
God, we
yes,
did.
but you can't modify that for combat. It just ain't gonna work. So.
Yeah,
can't.
Beep is Puppy Dog guy. Too strong for us. We couldn't say no.
We can't. We literally just.
Poor Beagle, he suffered for our sins, yet we deny him a combat
Beavu, we
match.
still need to get you a weapon. You still only have a joke gun and my blaster
If you
rifle
want a
that you were
walker,
supposed
Beavu,
to
actually build one or actually buy a walker if you want one of those things. A battle walker.
If you
Yeah,
want,
just hoard enough money for a walker. Really.
if you want, I can give you my training lightsaber, Beef.
Alright, so let's go ahead and continue this little part of the game. So as you are having Beavu tinkering with his little robot thing in the hold of the ship, all of you preparing, you, Jin, you've been thinking about the events that have occurred on Rishi, specifically the platform, and dealing with the Sith. It is probably the first time in your life you've actually encountered this. Being a Padawan, for the most part, you would have actually been off of the front lines when the Sith did invade, because you weren't really trained enough to deal with that. And so you and your master purposely kept yourself. And that's why you kind of maybe split, because your master, and that's what's happened, your master had to deal with the events of the war, but they kept you a bit safe at the time, so you were away from the front lines. Although you might have had some action with the Imperials, but this was the first time you dealt with the Sith. And for all intents and purposes, you did lose that fight. So this does bring the question now of maybe sense of conflict, maybe you're not quite sure. You do know, though, that you need to think about improving your means of survival, not just in the Force, but with your equipment. Your lightsaber is inadequate. You know this completely now, especially if you're going to deal with the Sith. The Sith are involved in a way now. As mentioned, the Sith that came to the thing were looking for kidnapped individuals. And so they might show up again, which means you might deal with them again. So I imagine on the top of your mind is you're trying to find a way to attune to yourself to acquire the next step in your training as a Jedi. And that involves the construction of an actual saber. Now, the lore I go by in Star Wars is you don't pick any crystal you want. The crystal chooses you.
Yeah,
so even if you go to a cave...
Going to like Ilum and trying to find a crystal that chooses you or something.
Yes, so you can't just like pick one off the street and use it, and it can work. You actually have to find one that attunes to you, that chooses you to essentially be the wielder. And so you're now maybe meditating. Maybe you spent the time meditating.
Beaver wants to try and craft an anti-vehicle mine while we're on the ship.
Okay.
Oh god. His love for mechs turned into hatred.
Out of nowhere.
You got to blow 'em all up now.
If I can't have a mech, no one should have mechs. Never again shall there be a mech.
I just imagine I'm throwing in like frisbees at the enemy vehicle.
Beavu, find the stats for it and go ahead and roll it. Just make sure everything is legitimate before I look at it. But you should know the process of how to actually do it. Now, have you been meditating, Jin? What have you been doing during the journey towards Qatar?
Well, yeah, mostly been meditating. Like I face, lots of combats and also like direct exposure to the dark side. You want to ensure that everything is all right, that you're good with the way things are going. I have to keep a clear mind so you can be prepared for the future.
Okay. Now, I do remember some information about the destination. It actually wasn't a system.
Oh, no. Okay.
It is near Qatar, but actually wasn't Qatar itself. It was actually a bit of ways. That's why it was perplexing. So
I just remember that it was in Sith territory,
yes,
or just like on the rim of
Yes.
Sith territory. But yeah,
okay. So having the coordinates, you exit hyperspace. You watch as the stars from the giant streaks of light go back into their pinpoint pricks in the sky. You're in deep space. Now, you did set the navigation, the astrogation computer, help with the droid, to this location that was a bit off, that was a bit away. This was a bit of a dangerous plot because this wasn't an actual common or even a used destination. This is something that was specifically set up to be away. And now you realize why. As you exit the hyperspace, you see before you a scene of slight destruction. They're floating in the midst of a nearby asteroid field is that of a station actually built into a large asteroid that sits near said asteroid field I mentioned, near Qatar. And the most noticeable effect is that as you exit hyperspace, you immediately see explosions, the puffs of the white energy of vessels moving around asteroid, shooting the asteroid with weapons fire. Beyond that, there are two other craft. As you do immediate scans, as you have come into the midst of a battle unfolding, the computer systems of your ship quickly show the friend or foe identification. Some of it show as unknown. One does show as Republic. Another one shows as also unknown. The Republic vessel is adrift, damaged. The unknown vessel that's singular by itself is also unknown, adrift. Next to it, they are both leaking chemical trails from their ships being damaged. What is shooting, not them anymore, but at the station, is several fighters. And when they register your ship coming in, they bank off and hyperspace out immediately.
Assuming we might be reinforcements, or perhaps call for aid. As Captain, should we try calling the Republic ship to see what we can find out what happened there?
Yeah, probably. I like how this happened now. I guess I try to hail the other ship.
So you try to hail the other Republic ship, and, well, the other individual on the other side would be, you know who it is, so take it away. What do you say, Arvak, as your initial opening?
Hello? Anyone alive in that rust bucket now?
Well, yes, thankfully. Fast thanks. How you guys doing? I'm drifting here and staying calm. It would be helpful if you guys, pick me up and so we can talk face to face. Who I'm talking to?
Arvak, captain of the... I don't even remember my own... I remember...
I don't think we ever settled on a name. It's just...
No, we never did.
Our ship is the nameless one. From fucking Planescape Torments. It has no name.
Yeah, just... Well, I'll say a name, but I just don't... Just to say I got a name, I don't really got a name, so...
It's the Ethnosmodic.
That will not be used. So...
I understand. Well, my name is Darius. I'm a part of the Jedi Order, and, well... So, are you part of Republic, or Sith, or just a pirate who's looking for some cheap goods?
Bounty hunter and mercenary, but we aren't those types of pirates.
Mercenary.
Well, yes, mercenary.
Well,
I am. I do have a friend of your so-called order here.
oh, interesting. Well, can you tell me what color the lightsaber of that friend is, just to make sure?
Can you
Uh,
like that for a moment?
Well, if it's a bright
non-
red, don't bother to pick me up. I rather wait.
non-existent. I don't have one, so of a proper color.
Well, do you have? Well, but the training lightsaber, then what is
Those are yellow. They're always yellow.
yellow lightsaber?
I see. So either the Sentinel or the Padawan. Well,
It's I think it's one of those dinky training things. I don't know. I'm not into this sort of Jedi stuff.
Padawan. Can you, give the microphone to her? Or him?
Okay. I usher Jin over.
Okay, Beaver, take the wheels, and I'll go away from the driver's seats to
Wheels?
well, the steering wheel.
There's no steering wheel on this ship.
Take the control.
There we go. Get your rolls.
Oh god, we have a mutiny on our hands.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello, Darius Widden's my name. So, what's your name? I heard you're a Padawan.
My name's Jin.
Jin. So, you're part of the Order? I hope our Order.
Yes, representative here, sent by the council for my night trials. So, do you mind explaining why you're here and why your ship's all shot to pieces?
How about you just pick me up? It's getting a bit cold in here, like uncomfortably cold. And then I tell you.
Right, fair enough. I'll hand the controls back to Arvak and start steering your ship towards so we can pick him up. Should we have the other ship as well, by the way? I suppose we might as well.
Probably might. It might be something there. I guess I try to hail the other ship while also having to slowly get closer to the wreckage.
Okay, you can come in now.
Okay, then I.
No, I mean the other ship.
Oh,
The comms. Anaya, what are you doing?
Oh wait, yeah, I
Thank
I just messaged you, like, in the personal messages.
Oh.
Like, are we proceeding with the original plan, or like, am my ship the second one? And you hadn't answered.
Your ship is the second one.
Copy, does anyone hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool, finally, some fucking people. Okay, so, really unfortunate circumstances, as you can see. Got shot down, blah blah.
Okay, real quick, go ahead and look at the chat real quick so you know. This is how it fits in.
To be okay. I'm already brainstorming the name finally, but still.
Ah, okay, gotcha, Hurst, gotcha.
Got it.
Yeah, so got shot down, as you can see, by those rapacious scoundrels. And so, could use any help. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Huh.
Yeah, just basically need some emergency repairs.
You mean immediate scrapping from looks of it? Yeah, it's not flying again.
Oh, god damn it. Ugh. Well, good thing it's I think I got other ship left.
You
Oh, well.
with anyone? Like Sith, Public, Pirate, whatever?
I mean, possibly pirate adjacent. Not sure about Sith though. Don't generally deal with those type of people. I'm a good Republican citizen. Of course I do.
Huh. Well, you'll be next on the bucket list. We're already picking up this other survivor.
So, as you
Just
make your
wait a
way...
moment.
Oops, sorry.
No, I was just closing off. Yep.
Tony, to wait for a minute there. Is it Neely or Let's see, I need to learn the new names now. Nolly? Is it Nolly or Neil? Or is it Nolly?
Yeah, it's Nolly.
Okay, Nolly, and then we have Darius. All right, so let's go ahead and boot you out of here. Or actually, not boot you, because I actually moved the character. Let's go ahead and remove Ahawk out of here, since Ahawk is no longer yours. Okay, so as you bring yourselves in to the wreckage of the First Republic ship, who is currently piloting said ship? The unnamed, the nameless, who's piloting it?
I guess it's just me and also the droid helping maneuver.
Or, yeah, I was going to say, I assumed I would be the one piloting, but if you want to take it, that's more than fun. I don't have any problems with that whatsoever.
Well, it is my ship. I need to get better at piloting it.
No, in that case.
Also, Beavu found the item he put in the Discord.
All right. So in this case, let's go ahead and have Arvok give me a piloting space pool, please.
Okay.
He's taking a bit of the brains. Normally, he would be the pilot third gen, but he wants to get some practice in. He wants to be a captain that knows how to pilot a ship. So. All right. Now, as you're coming into dock towards the damaged ship, it's adrift right now. You have no tractor beams on board the Nameless, so we need to go ahead and do a bit of a docking procedure to not have anything go worse. And so as you start to bring in your ship with this floating chunk of metal that is leaking a bit of atmosphere, we're going to make this a medium check. Put in 2 purple, please.
Okay.
All of a sudden, there's a spurt of energy as one of the electronics on board the Republic ship fries and shatters, letting off a bit of chemical compound, causing the ship to go into a bit of a spin itself, putting to black. Now go ahead and roll, good sir.
Am I getting a blue because I have the droid helping me maneuver?
That you do.
All right. And
oh, expertly done. So you bring in your ship, and it connects to the docking port of the Republic vessel. Now, the Republic vessel, for all intents and purposes, is a potentially dual-person-seated, for all intents and purposes, a fighter. Or more of a transport, individual transport than it is a fighter. But not really a fighter itself. But in this case, Darius, you hear the clampings of the Nameless connecting to your ship. You hear the hissing of the atmosphere as it gets redistributed and equalized. And then the hatch from your damaged vessel to the Nameless has been opened.
Yeah, I'm immediately climbing out, as I don't want to be in my wreckage anymore. So I'm climbing towards the Nameless.
Right, and as you get to the Nameless, you're greeted by, I imagine, the grouping of people. And so, let's go ahead and go and tell everyone what they see when they look at you, Darius.
Okay, well, the first thing you see is just like a slick back hair. His hair is a bit longer, and you see the red blindfold he has on. And he has a bit of stubble as a beard. And he's a young man, but you wouldn't really see him. And he's clad in like these brown, darkish robes, like typical for a Jedi. And you see, like, also on his belt, you see the lightsaber hanging. And he's, well, yeah, that's all this looks. And as he climbs out, you can, when you undock from the ship, just push it away. It's not mine anyway. It's my master's. It's his problem. How you guys been? And he smiles.
Fine. What is a Republic ship doing in this far close to Sith territory?
Well, some would call it intuition. I call it a vision. And yeah, it was a vision. I had a vision. I came here. I don't know if you can understand it. Probably she can. But I am not sure about you, Mr. Reptile. You are
Well, we need to save someone else here, so I'm gonna get back to the ship. the bridge.
Sure, and I sit down in a, guest seat. Well, yeah.
You breathe a sigh of relief, Darius, knowing that you're in some extreme danger there as you arrive in system to be met with a very, very hostile greeting. But you yourself know that as you came in yourself, Darius, it was already a minor conflict. Another small vessel was being attacked as you also arrived, which is now where Arbok is currently steering his ship, the Nameless, towards. And so, as you see this ship drifting in space, you notice, Arbok, it's actually a relatively nice. It's not actually a fighter. It's a very, very elegant, actually a rather expensive, now that you can see, kind of like a pleasure between
Wait,
a
no, wasn't.
freighter and a fighter. It's kind of mixed in between that size.
Wait, wasn't it like kind of like a bot for the mission ship? And we discussed it. Like, not the main ship, but like bought on the money received.
It looks rich until the sun hits at a different angle, showing it's actually a piece of junk.
Uh, I guess I start steering the ship back
You do.
slowly to the next one.
You do get the ship docked to it fairly easy. This one's not really in a spin. And again, the ship docks. There's some moments as you have to equalize the pressure between both ships, but then the docking door of the Nameless does open, revealing the other occupant of the other unknown ship.
Oh, hey.
So, what does your character look like?
Yeah, so, before you stands a young, seemingly human woman, dressed in, like, this long coat, going up to the knees, a backpack on her shoulder, and, like, that's about it. Doesn't seemingly have much on her.
And what are you doing all the way out here while also getting blasted by a bunch of other ships?
Hey, wasn't my fault, okay? I'm an honest Republican citizen, a courier by trade, in fact, and a merchant as well. And just got an unfortunate scuffle. But hey, Ma always used to tell me that never trust strangers. Especially when they are the ones who give you the job. Like, it's complicated, okay? Just let's say delivery gone wrong.
Is that why that facility over there is in two pieces?
Oh yeah, it was the one where we're supposed to deliver the thing, right? But then, like, when I delivered it, people attacked me. When I departed, then my thrusters on that piece of junk I'm on got blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing that I actually bought this ship right before this mission.
Well, sounds like
I-
a good investment. You survived.
Well, I mean, hey, it's like not my main ship.
Ugh. Well, probably we can drop you off the nearest planet if you guys just don't have any work over here. We are heading over to that one planet. I already forgot about it.
Thank you, would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, but we'll be over near Qatar eventually. We just found you two drift near this station, so might as well investigate.
Well, hey, incidents happen, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They really do. Anyways, I really should get back to the bridge. I guess I start heading back to the front of the ship to start redirecting the course back to Qatar.
Well, the course was never Qatar. You were near Qatar. As I mentioned, as you are now finished picking up your two new companions for all intents and purposes, you see that there is a facility that was being attacked by the fighters that did pop out, that did leave once he showed up. What they're shooting at was a facility.
You think that facility is a death trap, or should we try and investigate?
I think the answer to that question is yes. To both.
Ugh. Fine, we can go in. I just hope that the life system in there is still working.
Now,
Oh well,
Right.
I would have offered you some of my merchandise, but sadly, don't have any on me. You see, seeing the ship got blown up and all.
Yeah, well, we'll see what we got in that station there. I guess I just start steering the ship to the station.
fantastic. Now, before we go any further, is there any questions we need to get answered between the introduction or what's going on right now, scenario-wise?
I
I
don't think
don't
so.
believe so.
Yeah, one question.
Yes.
Would I get the ship, or like this ship that got blown up was kind of mine? It's just like, without different from what we discussed for a bit.
All I know is that the ship currently that you have vacated is a wreck. Unsalvageable.
Okay.
That goes for also Darius' ship. Unsalvageable.
We are currently like in orbit of, well, not orbit, some ways away from Qatar, but we're visiting some sort of space station in the middle of, well, space.
Now, Bivu doing a bit of finagling with the electronics of the ship does show that the data stream that was going from the facility on Rishi was to this location, to this area, most likely to this station.
That's very convenient. All right, then I guess we should head on in.
Now, this does bring up a question, though. Not really convenient because this is not charted space. This was coordinates that if you didn't have, you would never guess what this is going to. The coordinates you got was because of the fact that you're able to track it from it being set from the facility on Bimiel. How the Jedi or Padawan figured this out was up to him to reveal, and how the other comrade knows this location is also up to her to reveal. But this is not a normal location. This is someplace in the middle of nowhere, essentially. It's next to Qatar, but this is not a designated space. This place was hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Just a brief question. The fighters that we saw when they came into the system, did they look similar to the ones that we saw when we were vacating Bimil? Or the ones that blew up the station, Telkin station?
They did not know. But these were attacking the station. And from what you know, Darius, these same fighters were the ones attacking the ship that Kali was on. And Kali knows that those ships were the ones that attacked the station initially.
Is this?
Yeah, Darius, I'm wondering.
Yes.
Are you using the Force to see, or are you just being or are you a Miraluka? I suppose the question is yes either way, but...
Yes. I mean, you answered your own question immediately.
No, I suppose the difference is, if you're a Miraluka, or if you're someone else using the Force to compensate for a injury.
No, full-blooded Miruluka. Born there, not raised there, but born there. So,
Does the station look a bit screwed?
The station has been a bit fragged. The docking port does seem to be intact, though. Now, it's not a large place, but this is a hidden place.
Alright, well, I guess we start docking into the port.
I have a question. How did you guys even find this place? I mean, the pirate, the smuggler, I know.
Well, that's just insulting now. Come on, you don't know me. I don't know you.
Well, I'm just being rude and assume. But tell me,
We-
what are you?
Who?
They
And
definitely
I'm
don't teach manners in
Nali.
the Jedi Order.
I believe that was you're correct. I just don't want to admit it.
Well, sure.
In any case, we were following a signal that led us here. Some business that the Jedi Order tasked us to do seems to indicate that this is where we need to head next.
Well, seems I got lucky that you came in time. Oh boy.
I would call it a coincidence, but when the Force is involved, there rarely are such things.
Oh yes, my master always says, there's no such thing as luck, there's only the Force. And then he proceeds to, throw rocks at me.
Yes, that was one. If you follow the will of the Force, you will avoid the rocks, or you will stop the rocks.
Or you get
The rocks
hit.
kept
and-
coming.
Yeah, or you get hit by the rocks, and your master says it's the will of the Force, because
Yeah, that's one thing I definitely do not miss from my training.
Yeah.
Well, Nali, were I correct to assume you were a smuggler?
I mean, hey, majority of my dealings are entirely legal.
That's not a no. That's in fact pretty much the opposite.
I'm not here to prosecute you. I'm just asking for clarification, to see if I can trust you.
I mean, you just picked me up from a wreck.
They picked you up.
I did. I yelled from the front of the ship.
Yeah, like, hey, you shouldn't trust me, in fact. As much as I shouldn't trust you, I just need you to, like, drop me off, And I'll give you something in return, maybe, if you want to. Like, maybe a bit of credits, maybe some of the merchandise for free.
Well, we could drop you off here, but this is not exactly what anyone would call safe ever.
No, I meant, like, the planet. Not this station, I like, just disembarked from that one.
Oh, did.
Yeah, that's the place where we're supposed to deliver the cargo. I mean, and the place where I delivered it, in fact, to my credit. But,
And what was the cargo?
just some scientific equipment here and there. Entirely legal stuff.
Oh.
Into what company were you delivering?
Nah, sadly, my employer is anonymous. Prefer to remain such. Though the payment was good enough for it to buy a whole ship, so, hey.
Oh,
Well, then this is definitely the place we're looking for. Sith's bit.
I have a question. Does the space station still look intact?
It does.
It's just banged up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm also asking in character, because my character can't really, see that. I mean, he can see, but he cannot really assign the situation outside.
The station right now looks a bit banged up, but I'm pretty sure it's safe enough to go in. It's not falling apart actively or exploding.
Maybe it's safe enough to go inside.
Well, that's what we're doing. I guess
Our work has led us to this place, and I suppose the sooner we get in here and the sooner we get out, hopefully we can avoid any more fighters showing up to blow it out of the sky.
So, as Arvok brings in the ship, being a bit of the pilot for the time being right now, Arvok, you notice that the interior of the docking port, now, this station has been built into an asteroid, so that's what it encompasses right now. You bring in the ship to the landing port, and you land the ship easy enough. It's been vacated for all intents and purposes. The ship lands, and it's a relatively light landing. You do notice that there is still a energy field that does block out from the oxygen being dumped into space, and so there's still power in the facility, but you do know that it is slightly fluctuating. Not in a dangerous manner, but there's something going on. It's not stable. but it's more of a alarm than risk, or more of a cautious type than a risk.
Alright, then. Well, get your guns, get your weapons. We're going in.
Oh damn, well, at least that's a chance to get back that science equipment.
Why do you need to get that science equipment back?
I mean,
If
it
this
is
was,
clearly quite expensive.
but wasn't this the delivery place?
Yeah, it was, but they tried to kill me when I delivered it, so, that wasn't part of a deal.
Yep, it sounds like them. Alright, let's go. I unholster my heavy blaster carbine and get ready at the door.
Weapons at the ready. All of you make yourselves
Please no.
in a way towards the docking door. Did he mention taking the loader?
No, we're not
Oh,
bringing the loader, and I give Bivu the other pistol I had because he doesn't have a weapon.
But the loader wouldn't fit in here. As you make your way to, at least into the hallways, you make your way to the blast door, and as you get here, you notice that the blast door has been damaged. And after a bit of mingling with the control panel, with Beaver and whatnot, it does open into a hallway. And it is here you see the first answer to your potential questions, is that it is marked with scorch marks from fire. You make your way down a single hallway, and there's some branching off for areas, and as you do go, there's no sense of people here. You don't feel anything, you don't hear anyone. There is a klaxon that is going off inside the facility. The lights are fluctuating a little bit, and as you do get to rooms of this place, you're seeing one singular thing, and that its place has been damaged intentionally and recently. There's still fires that are burning on certain places, certain instruments, still sputtering, as they have been recently damaged. And as you get to the command section of this facility, you realize what has happened here. And what you know is that on one of the terminals, you see there is an incoming broadcast signal from the facility, or it used to be.
No.
It's closed now, but it's a close connection. I did hear you, Bivu. It's a close connection from the facility
Bivu, yeah.
on Rishi.
They were hiding the trail and burning the evidence.
Exactly.
Well, let's go through this place there, see what we can find. Hopefully we can piece enough together that we can follow the trail. Otherwise we'll have to find a different way to trace them down.
I think I'm putting the story together now.
What do you got, Arvok?
But probably those ships are probably their ships. They're probably trying to destroy all evidence before we got here.
It certainly seems like it, in which case we give it the exact right time.
Huh. They? Who are
Also,
they?
can you put a blaster pistol in the chat to act like the blaster pistol in the party sheet? Because I want to give it to Bivu because he doesn't actually have a weapon.
No, wait.
Items, you could just
Yeah.
pull a blaster pistol into his sheets. There's one.
I
Yeah.
have a blaster rifle.
Yeah, that's my blaster rifle that you're supposed to use for scrap.
I suppose
It can-
you can use
Wait,
it.
did I scrap
You have
it?
encumbrance for it.
That was the whole point of me giving you it. Just scrap it into
okay.
parts. Besides, I don't think you're really trained to use a heavy blaster rifle.
He's trained in pistols either. The only thing he's trained in is gunnery. It's like heavy machine guns.
Uh-huh.
Nope, I'm not even trained in. I mean, I'm trained in gunnery, but I can't lift one.
Well, typically you don't lift gunnery weapons. They're typically meant for ship or vehicle weapons.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
may-
you can lift them. You just need to be a bit stronger than what BV is.
Or
and
just
also-
buy the
and
thingy
also-
that allows you to place them on the ground.
The main weaponry you're talking about is ranged, heavy, and light.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are the personal
they-
weapons.
Yeah, well, heavy repeating blaster, for example, are like something you can use with if you have 5 brawn.
How do
Yeah,
I drag it into my inventory?
You just open your inventory and you just drag the rebel symbol into it.
Yup, it's not working.
It isn't? Huh.
No.
Are you in a combat tab or the inventory? Because it's the inventory you need.
Yup, it's the inventory tab. Dragging the blaster rifle, pistol into it. It's not working.
You're dragging it from where?
If you go to the
Sorry.
items tab, you can see the weapons, and there's a blaster pistol there.
It's
Drag it
also
from
in
there.
the chat.
Alright, I'll drag that instead. Alright, it worked.
All right, let's figure it out.
Okay.
The items.
All right,
Awesome.
so as you go through the facility, there's a couple things you're going to get information-wise. I'm kind of speeding through this because I don't want to get you up to a bit more of the sandbox area. So as you go through the facility, it has been recently met upon with intentional destruction. You go to the core computer system of the facility, and you can tell that information has been taken from the core, and then someone essentially took several blaster shots and tried to ignite the thing. On top of that, you find blinking under one of the control consoles is a section of explosive that unfortunately was set incorrectly and was not able to go off, which means you have an intact core computer system that's going to have information, but the main device to destroy actually didn't go off. It was a haste. A hasty departure caused mistakes. And this is one of them caused by the individuals that are on this station. The other systems have been damaged. Unfortunately for you, Kali, the systems that you brought in before, as you did mention already, has been destroyed.
Well then, Beav, you think you can get into the system?
Yeah!
Do you think it's gonna blow up if we try to even use it? Or is the thing just not activated yet?
It's inert, essentially. They set it incorrectly. And so you can essentially just remove it. Once you realize what it is, you can remove it and you're fine. Now, I'll make it easy. Beavu, you go to this thing and it is extremely damaged to where you need sophisticated engineering software to essentially rebuild what's on the hard drives of the computer system, which means you need to go into a bigger facility and it's going to take time.
Huh. Perhaps we can give this to the Republic then, and have them do it, and meanwhile we can, while they work, we can, I suppose, see if we can get together some credits.
I don't think we can, carry a big supercomputer on the ship.
No, I could just block out the hard drives.
Yeah, just the core.
All right.
Can I try to remove the hard drives?
You do.
Awesome.
Good.
Can I also get the explosive?
Sure. It's just count it essentially as a frag grenade.
Ah, okay.
We're not giving you more thermal detonators.
Frag grenades are good still, they do lots of damage, and they really screw up many in groups.
By the way, is there like any traces of the delivered merchandise left, delivered cargo, or had they?
So
left
as
it
you
or
actually
destroyed it?
look, Kali, you know, because you brought stuff here. You brought inventory here, computer systems like that. You do realize that everything you brought here is not accounted for, either destroyed or still intact. There's nothing intact. Actually, everything, they're pretty thorough, but this is one anomaly where they unfortunately were able to destroy the core. They thought they might have. But do you realize that some of the computer equipment you brought over is not here?
And they took it with them.
Yep, looks like it. Well, hey, at least this delivery contract is accounted for. Kind of.
All right. You think we can find any more supplies around here, or don't you think everything's been scrubbed out?
Yeah, I
Probably
think-
something left.
I think it was small enough to take, they would have taken it. If not, they would have destroyed it. But I suppose it doesn't hurt to check. So you take a brief time and then get the fuck out of here before they return.
All right, well, if you want to do a search, a quick search, Eric, go ahead and we'll do a combined pool of perception.
Awesome. Woo.
The new Elhawk has a good perception skill.
He got traumatized by Owlhawk and his awful perception.
I am now 360 degrees vision. I am never going to be surprised.
All right, Elhawk,
Never
put in
going
1 blue for everyone else helping out. And then put in, please, sir, 1 red and 4 purple.
Don't forget 4.
Yeah, it's 4 blue, I think.
No. It's not a blue per person. Or it's a blue per trained person. So here's how I do the help stuff this way. If you have an actual yellow in the skill, I'll give them a blue. If you don't, it's all together. So like Nali has no yellow, so I'll just give her, and whoever else also has no training, a blue. But I'll give the 3 blue from Bivu, Arbok, and Jen.
I wasn't trained. That was the wrong skill. I misclicked.
So in this case, Nali and Jen will together give 1 blue, and Bivu and Arbok will give 1 blue also. So 3 blue total. Ahawk.
Okay, okay, 3 blues and 3 purples?
4 purple, 1. Essentially, it's a hard check because of the fact that this place has been scrubbed already. So this is just you getting a really, really good roll to find something you might have missed.
Okay,
But they've already looted the place, so this is just you find something that they've missed. That's why it's so high. The red is because, well, this place was set to be destructed, so maybe you set off an intentional grenade somewhere along the line. Go ahead and roll, good sir.
Nothing. Oh well.
Ouch.
So
Nothing wrong
as you're
happened.
searching,
blue
hasn't
for
helped.
nothing.
you come across an open locker, and when you do open it, it does actually complete the circuit to some electronics. And deeper in the station, you hear the boof, 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 and then all of you feel as oxygen starts to immediately whistle out of the station.
Oh,
All
fuck,
right,
let's
we're done.
get to the ship. We're out of here.
All right then.
Time to run.
I'm putting on my breather.
Are you staying though, or are you running?
No, I'm putting on and then running.
Uh-huh.
So I
Wait,
then
wait,
move-
why are we running though?
The oxygen is leaving and we don't want to suffocate.
Yep, the station gets decompressed.
Ah.
We set off the explosives.
All of you rush towards the Nameless, run up to the docking ramp as you see that the oxygen is just getting less. You don't really see it, but the oxygen is getting less and less. You're starting to get hard to breathe. And then finally, the last of you are on board the Nameless. You hit the ramp controls. The ramp goes up, and then you're able to get the fresh oxygen inside the Nameless. As unfortunately, the rest of the station is now no more oxygen. It's been vacated to space.
Well then,
Alright.
we got the core. I suppose we should get this to the public, and then we can perhaps see if we can get you guys back to
Wait.
some sort of ground.
Hmm. Hold on. Can I have the one of my droids, drive the mech to operate inside?
No.
Oh my god, no. We're not. At this point, just use the mech as scrap metal.
I mean, you can use
So
it, just you have to
good
use it in relevant situations. So,
Yep.
Yeah,
That's true.
if you need to lift something really heavy, well, then you have
yeah,
you
it
can
would come in
lift it.
handy that way.
Wait a minute, I got an idea. How big's the core?
Like, if you want to strap weapons to it, you can, but you're just an easy target. It's not meant for fighting, so.
Yeah, we need some more armor
Just
plates to put on.
I'm gonna have to dump a bunch of missiles on it.
Okay.
Okay.
How
Well,
big's
anyways.
Wait, how big's the core that we got?
It's essentially the size of like a desk. You can just put it into the cargo space of the ship. The cargo holder.
A
of the ship.
desk?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's big.
it is.
Looks like it needs.
But not use. Okay. Okay, so
We've already
where's the nearest
I don't think
Republic
we-
island? The planet?
Deeper in space, but if you want to get contact with the Republic fleet, even the captain or the general that tasked you with this, you can get in contact with him and explain the situation.
All right then. Actually, didn't he say we don't want to get contacted again? leave traces of anything.
Well, I think that was more like when we were in like Imperial space or whatever. It's like if we get to Republic space, then we can just call him.
Like he
Alright.
would have given you a place to contact him once you're back in Republic space. So like a Republic planet or Republic station will have places to contact him, or at least give information to him.
Alright, so
And we'll make it easy. On the planet of Kiribati, we'll have just that. It's a port on Kiribati that is a place for Republic forces.
alright, I guess we should head back over there.
Yeah, we should head over there to deliver it, and then we can head our way while they work on it.
I hope this is what my master expects that I bring back.
Wait, oh, you've been sent to retrieve something?
Well, I saw the vision, told the vision my master, and he sent me here.
Ah, well, if you were sent here, then clearly you're meant to be here, so...
But I'm interested what he will find out, as I, can't really read this stuff. Because,
So-
and I point at my my blindfold.
Mhm.
Oh, I wasn't actually... the sensing with the force is not one of my powers. I did not know that you couldn't read. Would you like me to read it aloud for you? Or...
Sure, I mean, there's some certain, some data pads who can simulate touch, but these are
So-
expensive.
It's a braille
What
pad.
was- Yeah. So what were you gonna say?
But yeah, please read it.
Yeah, sure.
it didn't really take them to read it.
Yeah.
Hirsch?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Okay, so as you have arrived on the port here, and you get in contact with the general, and a brief moment of time, he doesn't come himself, but he does bring a specialist technician team to essentially repair the data core and get from it what they can. But as he explained to you, it's going to take some time.
Okay, well, that means we have some time, so... while we're on the planet, would you have, like, I suppose, if this is a military base, I'm guessing they don't have, like, shops or anything?
Well, you're not on a military base. It's more of a... There's forces here, but it's, again, they don't want to mobilize troops right now. So it's a normal port for all intents and purposes.
Okay, in that case, if I have a chance, I'd like to try to see if we can do some shopping.
That you can.
Yep.
Can and
Me
we
too.
get back in again. Fantasy Grounds crashed on me.
Okay, well, I'd like to buy 3 things. One would be the custom toolkit, and then an engineering's hammer and fusion cutter.
Okay, so just remember, anything under a rarity of 4. So rarity 4 or less, you can buy, because you're pretty close to the deep core. Anything rarity of 4 or less, you can just buy, as long as you can afford it. Anything rarity 5 or more, you need to roll for it. Remember, you get 1 roll. So if you have 2 things that are rarity 5, pick one of them.
I'll roll for the custom toolkit, which is rarity 5.
Oh. Oh, hey, little Joe, what do you plan to go out in the markets and buy something? Huh? Need something
Mhm.
procured, so to speak?
Yes.
I can actually help with that.
Actually,
Are
scrap
you
that.
interested?
Rarity 5 is fine. Rarity 6 or higher, you got to roll for.
Yeah, can I help deal with my master merchant talent? To skewer, some price off the top.
What's that do?
Before making a check when buying or selling items or undertaking brand obligation, the character may choose to suffer 2 strain. If the check succeeds, he sells the item for 25 more than the base cost, buys it for 25% less, pays off an additional 1 obligation, or undertakes 1 less obligation.
He gets it for cheap. Nice.
Yeah, get stuff a bit cheaper.
Now, I'm still doing the same rule, so if you use this for him, no, you can't use it for anyone else. So you're with essentially him. So you
Okay,
can't apply
so,
this to everyone. You pick one person that you want to help this with. Or free.
While they're doing that, I want to try and look out for jobs. Might as well get use my bounty license as well, if I have it.
And I'd like to look for a DR-45. It's a blaster pistol, rarity 6.
Yeah, okay, then Nally will help Beaver with like buying his stuff. So hey, can go hamfest with it.
I suppose the question is, how much did the custom toolkit cost?
Altogether.
Well, it depends. Altogether. Okay, so let's see. 175 plus 350, so 522, 25, 125, and 1,225. That should be the.
1,000. How much though?
The pistol is 1,900, 1,225. Did you say?
Yeah. So minus 25%. 1 sec.
Well, wait, hold on. Can I try to look for a intelligence toolkit, which is a rarity 8 thingy?
If you want to.
Yes. I would like to try and look for it.
So, how much dice is it for a rarity 6 item?
3 dice. Rarity 8 is 4 dice.
4 dice, okay.
Oh, and by the way, I've got know somebody. So if you buy it legally, I reduce its rarity by 1.
Oh, so it goes
Correct.
from 8 to 7 for him?
Yes, if he planned to buy it legally.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
It reduced it. Yeah, it reduced the difficulty from 4 to 3. That's actually good.
Yeah, so I assume I can help and do it instead of Beaver.
So essentially, with your stuff, Nolly, you need to tell me who you're helping, because if they fail, then you essentially waste your time. So.
So first of all, how much does the thingy cost? Like the high rarity one?
The high rarity one costs 2,500.
2,000. Yeah. Damn. Do you have enough money for that? Even?
Yes.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. So could possibly try to find it and then like buy everything total, or if we fail, just buy the initial stuff for like 1,225.
Yes.
Could we do it like that first?
All right. Sorry, I was doing some math. What's the question?
Yeah. Could we initially try to find that high rarity thing, and then buy everything like together? Or if we fail that roll and just waste time, can we then just buy the initial stuff for 1,225?
Essentially, whatever is rarity 5 or less, just go ahead and buy. Your thing is going to be for 1 item. This typically going to be whatever's going to be the most thing you sought after. So you can't use that to lower like 5 items you buy. It's 1 item. You're going to reduce by the 25%. It looks like. And if he fails
Wait,
that,
really?
he fails it. Let me take a look. Let me read the skill real quick. Or master merchant.
When buying or selling items, or undertaking payment application. I need to...
I'll put it in Discord in case you guys want to know what the toolbox does. It reduces everything. Everything the task time by 50%. So, and it also helps me with repairing everything else. So yeah, it also helps maybe sometimes with checks and everything.
Now here's the thing, because this master merchant really relates to you specifically, Nolly. So I need to judge if I need to have you be the one that actually makes the roll.
Yeah, I like will make the rolls, like basically helping the people by negotiating and buying stuff, kind of.
Yeah.
For his money.
So, Nile is the one doing it, but Beav is the one paying the bill for it.
Yeah, basically.
And essentially, it's 2 strain per item. So if you want to buy 3 items, you can spend 6 strain.
A bit of a headache.
Yeah, first let's try to find that fucking intelligent tool, whatever.
So negotiation with 3 purples, this goes down to rarity 7.
Mm-hmm.
And can Bivu negotiate, or is he like in it?
I'm fairly certain.
Wow, rude.
In that department.
Well, no, he's not good at negotiating.
Okay, then yeah, just roll, I assume.
Just roll.
One second.
A Jawa that good at negotiating, man.
I mean, they
Here's the
should be
thing.
good at negotiating.
Before you make the check, so do you want to use the investment merchant right now?
Okay, gotcha.
So remove 2 strain and then roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is
I
only going
guess
to be when you're actually. So this is not for items. This is for when you specifically look for something. So anything that's ready 5 or less doesn't work for. 6 or higher, yeah, you're gonna use the master merchant.
Yeah, okay, I will use Master Merchant for it.
Okay. So just spend 2 strain and then go ahead and roll.
Yeah, and I will use Destiny token also. Because that's a lot of money that can be saved.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody
well,
okay with that?
Sorry.
Oh, fuck. what?
I'm okay. I'm cool with it. I wanted to ask Paul, like, I've deducted the money from my inventory for the other 2 items that are rarity 2.
Okay. Just make them, or just put the names in and I'll put them later.
Yeah, and for like more expensive, I can spend 2 strain to buy it a bit cheaper.
And I'll pick up an extra reload as well. I suppose that's just, yeah, that's rarity 1. I just removed the money.
Nice! I actually found it.
Nice.
did.
Is it possible to buy a bag to expand your dang?
That you can. Backpacks give you encumbrance. Or they take away
Okay.
encumbrance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also pretty cheap as well.
All right, I want to try and find myself a bag so I can at least carry more stuff because I currently have a threshold of 9. And I'm currently holding 9.1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a backpack is just oh, I didn't write down what rarity it is. But I'm pretty sure you can afford it. Or get it easy.
Yeah, it's gonna be the cost for that item, which the expensive one is 1,875.
Well, the
And-
item is 2,500 is the one that I was looking at.
Wait, that's the price, Bivu. With his master merchant.
1875. Okay, I'll be deducting it.
Yeah, that's like more than 500.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, and
roll.
what was the second expensive item that you don't need to roll for?
You don't need to roll for it, so you can't use it.
Yeah, use it.
Yes.
I mean, still, good item, like, because it kind of wouldn't make sense if the item is common enough to not being able to haggle for it.
I think it's more like, since it is so common, you don't haggle for it.
Yeah,
because
that's the thing. So no,
the
it's
price.
only gonna go for things you're looking for. So if you go into like a lower planet that needs to roll, then maybe. But in this case, no. This only works for. So I'm not gonna have you do these kind of rolls for every single item in the game. So I'm sticking with that rolling. Anything you look for, it's gonna be the most expensive things. It's gonna be the most expensive things anyways. Is you're gonna be rolling for to reduce the price. I mean, you just saved them 600 credits. So
Awesome.
A bit more,
Thank
I
you.
think. 625 or something.
yeah, something like that.
Oh wait, I already have a fusion cutter. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
How much is like what's the bags I can get? Because I
The
can see.
backpack is 50 credits, and it does. What's that? I had it right here. It gives you +4 encumbrance.
Oh yeah, I will get that backpack. So it's just 50 credits, and
It's rarity 0, so you just buy it. I mean, anyone has it. Everyone has it. Anyone and everyone has it.
Yeah, backpack is literally 50, but no, I don't need one. My gear is. I don't carry that much stuff.
I do.
I have my pistol, my sword, and my glove. And that's my equipment. You could also go for a military backpack for 60. Yeah, it's cumbersome too, but you have the brawn necessary, and that gives you 6 encumbrance.
If you have enough money, you could go with modular backpack. And like just buy a bunch of pouches for it.
Well, the modular backpack, what's it called, maxes out at 6 anyways. but the military backpack is 6.
No. The Mark III module backpack.
No, I
maxed
looked at it.
out
Yours is actually right. The max is 6. I looked actually adjusted yours.
Oh, max is 6. Well,
Yeah.
then, yeah, then I should get some.
I guess
more.
actually, yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
get the
which is
military
good.
backpack then.
Hello?
Hello,
Did it
we're
come?
just working numbers.
Yeah.
What's the requirement of a Piran to even have this? Like 2, 4?
Yeah, you have it. It's 2.
Okay.
Okay. Well, at least that's everything I need to do before we. So I suppose the question is, do we find any jobs?
Well, I'm gonna probably use that thing to my advantage. I'm gonna look for any bounty jobs or any work I can do.
Also, I will buy 1 stim pack. Just in case.
I can't change my encumbrance.
And I don't put in plus in the encumbrance number. It changes not the total, but your current.
Oh.
Yeah.
It does. So it changes the total.
Yeah.
If I just add plus
it'll
6.
reduce it. It'll reduce it. So if you have like say 5 encumbrance and you put in plus 3 in the backpack, it'll go from 5 total to 3 or 2.
It's not doing that.
All right, just give me a second. Just have the backpack and I'll keep it. It's not gonna do anything to the game right now anyway. So just.
I did.
Yeah, I'm doing the job stuff right now.
All right then. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it did work.
Oh no, so while we're in the buying stuff stage, can I buy, like, 1 more ammo? No, 2 more ammo clips for my rifle?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay.
What is your weapon? The one you're using?
Salus, dual flechette rifle.
Understand this though is a restricted weapon, which means if any port
Yeah,
sees that,
Nally, like, wears this, like, really, kind of big coat, in which she, like, hides weapon, and under which she hides armor.
No, just understand it. If it gets seen in a normal port, it's getting confiscated. So keep that.
And also, no, wait, isn't it, like, not, like, hard restricted weapon, it's just kind of frowned upon?
No, they're hard restricted. Like you can go to jail for it. I'm mostly like happen in game because it'd be kind of boring. But so if you go to a port that restricts heavy weapons and you get found with one, they're taking it. You ain't getting it back. So understand that.
I only have my excuse because I have my license.
Yeah, and yours is also heavy. His has the actual restricted property.
Yeah. So you can't even bounty that. So if that gets seen in a port, yeah, deal with it. Typically, they can use outside a port. That's what they're usually used for.
I think there's a way for getting like a license, but I think that's a talent, like for a restricted weapon. Like, okay, I have a license for this, but I think that's a specific talent.
I only get to carry mine around because I have my bounty hunter license.
Wait, what weapon is it? The name.
Yeah, it's even more. So yeah, that definitely will cause issues if it's seen. Yeah, if it's R, that is very extreme. Make sure, because that means it's restricted. So just having that seen is gonna cause issues.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the bounty hunter license because didn't have enough
It's
money.
still not
to
gonna
buy it
work.
initially.
Bounty hunter won't get you that
Wait,
either,
why not?
because it's restricted.
Like, yeah, but like
If you go
according to
into
the
if you go into a normal
description,
port, that bans heavy weaponry. If you have a license, you can take heavy weaponry, but restricted is still restricted. Anywhere you go, that's civilized. Doesn't matter who you are.
It's just very, very dangerous
Yeah.
to anyone.
So that weapon, no matter where you go, if it's in a public area or a civilized area, it's restricted, no matter what. Which is why it's typically good to have a backup. Those weapons are good for when you need to assault a place that is not in a civilized area, or you have to deal with smuggling it through. But if you get caught with that thing, it's gonna cause issues because they're powerful.
Very powerful.
That's why you can't walk around with a bazooka because yeah. So I recommend have a backup.
What do you mean I can't walk around the city with a bazooka?
yeah, probably should get
Outrageous.
enough money to buy a shadow sheep then to hide it better.
Could also be useful to have a backup weapon that isn't restricted. Like Arvak has his pistol, for example.
Yeah.
If you only have training in range heavy, you can get like the pistol I have, which is basically like you can add as a stock to it to make it ranged heavy.
So let's talk about the consequences
Yeah, I
of
think
having
there's
this.
like upgrade for that.
So if you're in a port and you get caught with a restricted weapon for whatever reason, here's what's gonna happen: it's gonna get taken away. You lose it, buy another one, or steal it back and deal with that. But we're in a group of Jedi, so deal with that. But no matter what, it's gonna get taken away. Secondly, you probably have to pay a fine for having the said weapon in the first place. You pay the fine, or the group's taking obligation because you're turned into criminals. So
There
understand that.
is like a rules for hiding the weapons though, like
yes.
opposed checks,
Yeah.
I think.
But I'll just say, unless you're expecting to go in trouble, I would not recommend bringing a weapon like that on a place. Or don't land in a port. Because remember those games where we had the port screenings? That's exactly what they're looking for. They're also looking at you. So anytime you leave a ship that you're being looked at or investigated, they're gonna search you. If it's seen and you're leaving the ship with it, it immediately comes into conflict right there before you step off your ship. So understand that.
Gotcha. There were like an upgrade, I think, that hides it from that kind of like screening. So probably will buy that when have not enough money.
Another thing, do you have training in ranged heavy, light, or is it just heavy you're training in?
Just heavy.
In that case, look into something like the DR-45 Dragoon. It's a pistol that you can modify, like you can add a stock to it to make it ranged heavy. So.
I mean, you can do it with like basically any light weapon.
True. So that would be a like decent backup weapon to have. So you don't have to worry about the law. In that particular sense, you still have to worry about the law.
So, Hawk, can I try? Well, Hurst, can I try and find jobs?
Yep, I'm doing that right now.
Either bounty jobs or normal jobs, since I have a license to even do those.
Yeah, I found it. Scanner-proof hardware.
I would also try to contact while everyone's like shopping. I would contact my master and tell him what I found.
I get.
Who is your master's name?
That's what I like to know as well. Give me a moment, I need to scroll up. Ah, there. You saw my message?
Give me a second. Because you're doing a bit of jobs until we go back to the main thing. So essentially, so we're going a bit of a sandbox form here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to allow you to do as many jobs as you kind of want. Obviously, I'm not going to let you do like 200 games or 200 jobs, but eventually I'm going to force the campaign back up. But for right now, I'm going to let you kind of do what you want until either you decide to go into the main, back to the main story, or if enough jobs happen, where I just think you need to actually moving forward. So, but you can spend some time in
Okay.
the sandbox right now.
Yeah, did you post anything? Right now the chat seems empty. It's cleared up.
Yeah, I
That's
put in
all.
the chat.
Ah, okay.
I am currently making the jobs.
Oh wait, is looking for part of the crystal like the story, not the side quests.
Currently, it's on hold until that computer thing gets decoded or something or repaired.
But whatever crystals can be part of that, as well as remember, Beck was looking for something, and Beck has showed up a couple times.
As well as that other bounty hunter guy that really wants us dead for some reason.
Hmm.
So right now it's mainly an off time so we can just do stuff. Hey.
My fellow Padawan, shall we go find some lightsaber crystals?
Sure, I wouldn't mind that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go hunt crate dragons.
Wow.
Die a
Wow.
horrible death.
Oh,
Yes.
nice assault.
I always wanted to be eaten by a dragon. This sounds like a good time to do it.
Yes, a massive dragon, which will definitely not kill us.
Yeah, that's a good part, you know.
I mean, we could also go to a.
I don't think we
snowy
have the
planet.
stats for a great dragon in this game. I have to see.
I mean,
I think actually we might, because there is like
I'm
rules
pretty sure there are.
Or
Okay, let's-
we could go to a cold planet and have a vacation over there and, freeze to death.
I mean, if that's cold planet Ilum, that's a good place to get lightsaber crystals.
Correct.
Salt, bounty, or smuggle, or underworld.
Yeah, go look for a great dragon. Be my guest.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Let me guess, the stats are fucking awful and going to hurt us all.
Oh, those stats are funny. I'm not gonna mention it, but in case it ever does happen. But yeah,
It's
if you watch The Mandalorian, it's about the same. Just keep that in perspective.
Yeah, no, I saw that Mandalorian. That's a big one.
I would say bounty looks the best.
Yeah.
the thing is, I would only be pretty much be the only qualified one to do that.
Well, you're the licensed binder, so we're a backup.
Yeah.
So those payouts are total, not per person.
Yeah, I assume
Yeah, that's I understand. Salt or bounty? I'm guessing that's
Assault might make us do bad things.
salt
Well-
might be just attacking some sort of camp or something.
Yeah, maybe some, I don't know, pirates have taken something and someone wants it back.
Hey, it's bounty. 7,000 is 7,000.
I say we start a bit basic now. How about we just take the bounty?
Nah, the most
Sounds
low paid
good.
one.
Sounds good to me. It's if you have to be doing something, also tracking down criminals and bringing them to justice.
Hey, I'm getting used to this bounty license. If on my dead body, I'm gonna get nothing out of it. Might as well use it.
That's what I said. I don't have any issues with it.
So I guess we're gonna contact Dash Scion.
Okay. Going to the local registry for the Bounty Hunter Guild on the port, currently at the location of Kirby. There is a official request that is in for an individual, and the contact of Dash Scion is the one that put in the request. Now, this is a legitimate bounty registered by the Republic authorities, and here is information.
Well, at least it's not thing 2. If it's licensed and approved by the Republic, it's something.
Yeah, so it's not approved by like the bounty hunters or something like that.
I guess.
Where's the information? Am I just blind? I mean, I am blind, but...
I guess he's putting it down somewhere.
Oh, okay.
That way he's getting an actual icon.
There we go. Wanted to show the destruction of public merchant ships. Okay.
That sounds like a...
Dead or alive? They want them dead or alive, mainly.
Wait, where I can't. One don't
Oh, no,
choose.
he sent it in the chat.
Mm. Yeah, do they pay like more for a live one, or does it not matter?
Well,
I guess.
it is a fact that we don't murder anyone, so that is preferable.
Sure, no. Wanted hot, half or cold. So basically, they want them alive.
Yeah, and they pay less if we bring them in.
Wait, isn't it wanted him on fire or frozen?
It means they want them alive.
Metaphors.
That's
Warm
also
body.
a way to interpret that call. I mean,
Alright,
Yeah,
then.
damn. Probably assault would definitely be much more gainful.
Nope.
we just need to tap him 2 times on the head, and then he would probably fall over, shaking in fear because we have, where is that fella? Are there any information?
His last known location is apparently on Ithor, which is somewhere. Ithor is somewhere over.
The rainbow.
I know I've seen it. Where's that?
Where is Ithor?
Somewhere on the map.
Yeah, it's nearby. I made everything nearby. The hell?
Well, if that's the case, then it's nearby.
It is. I'm not sure why I'm missing it right now.
All right. I guess that's where we're going.
Martin? Yeah, honestly, I don't have an issue with this. Let's go and find him and bring him to justice.
Found it.
There it is. He found it. Good job. I'm going to give you guys an award of 1 destiny.
Here we go.
Wow! Look at that.
So, what did you find?
Yeah.
The
We
Ithor.
found the dang planet. It's apparently with Ortega.
Yeah, probably also called Ortega.
Midrim.
Look what you did. You caused a chain reaction.
Yes.
How dare you? All right, so
Amity.
here is the information we have. The target has been known, human male, has targeted the ships. I should actually give you a name of this guy, shouldn't I?
Probably.
If I would help out.
Bob McBobface.
Yeah, damn, that's fucking far away. Maybe we should like check out
There you go.
other missions first. Maybe they're like on
It's
this planet.
doesn't take that
Delphran.
long to cross the galaxy.
Dalfran.
I mean, it's still
Daphron.
like, a couple of
It's
days.
2 days. I'm in Lost actually around 2 days away.
Yeah, they're not gonna send us across the galaxy to get one guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. In that case, they probably wouldn't post it.
I mean, it's the
to
last
this
known
planet.
location. He could be like kind of far away from there.
Yeah, true, but you know that could be a thing for any of the missions, really. So
I mean, not really assault, for example. It's probably assaulting a static object.
So here's the fantastic things about bounties is the price can actually be raised based on the destructive nature of the target and how long it takes to capture. So if he is from Iacor where it was posted and he does go halfway across the galaxy, they will accommodate that in the price, the final price.
Yeah, so if he's more of a hassle to even get, then they'll raise us the money that we could get. So basically, if they're more of a trouble, we'll get more money out of it. And this guy
Yeah,
already
that
destroyed
remains
multiple
to be
ships, which I don't like how he is charged on multiple public ships. So
Think about that. He's destroying the public ships that are from the front lines or where the Sith was. So what do you think were on those ships?
I
Supplies.
wonder what.
yes, so in any case, we have our targets. We know where he is. Unless we have anything else to do, let's get on the ship and start flying.
All right, then.
Did I get a answer from my master?
Oh, let's do that right now. All right, so as everything's being prepared, you do your request, and on Tython, you get the signal incoming to the Nameless, specifically to you, and it is your master, which is Devco.
Oh, that's good. Nice. So, master, I see you've got my message.
Yes, I have, Padawan. What do you have to report?
Well, Jin told me, told my character what was in there, so I would just repeat what was on that core thing, this core data. And essentially that I may have or may not have, blown up your ship.
The ship can be replaced, Darius. You cannot. Speaking to the matters at hand, what was significant about your vision?
That a lot of people died. That's I saw a planet, a lot of people died, and then it just cut out. It was really weird
And
for it to be that vague.
drawn to that location, what drew you there?
I am
It
not
was
sure.
not I that formed the location. It was you. You are the one undertaking this task upon yourself, Padawan. What called you to that location, which, as we now know, was relevant?
I think I felt a bit of suffering, hate, while I was thinking about that place. Also hope.
So, drawn to this location. But you contact me here with a destroyed ship of ours. So now, who are you next to?
Oh, I got picked up by another Padawan and have friends. Padawan Jin. Maybe you heard of her.
I do know of this Padawan, yes. I also know that she is on a task by the council, and her own master is dealing with a dire situation. Your two paths have crossed. This seemed like coincidence to your mind.
I know what you're gonna say. It could also be. No, it couldn't be. You're gonna say it's the Force, and yeah, it's the Force. Uh, you think I should? How would you say it? Help out on her journey.
I did
So
not make that choice for you, Darius. You must do that yourself. You tell me what you feel on your next step.
I feel if I help these people out, that maybe another vision will come up, as these people have chased something which was linked there. There was a station.
Then you have answered your own question.
Indeed, I have, Master. Uh, what can I do without your wisdom? Well, if something comes up, I will contact you, and if you need me, I will contact you as well.
I will always await, Padawan.
And Master, what do we do about the lightsaber situation? I mean, you promised me, and when I come back.
I
Like,
have promised you the knowledge of what you have already learned. Kyber crystals are not picked. They choose the recipient. Once the time for yours to be calling for you, you will know. And by the will of the Force. The timing of such situations never seem to be unusual.
Well, by the will of the Force. And I think I just got the connection there. There's nothing left anymore.
May the Force be with you, my young Padawan.
Same to you, Master. And as I close the connection, I just muttered to myself, I wish the damn crystal would choose faster.
Jade, you might hear this also.
How many times have I said the same thing?
Oh, so since when you were there? Oh, wait, I know. From the beginning. Haha.
man, being a Jedi sounds like it sucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, but that's a lot of fun.
Oh, question though.
One.
Out of character, can Darius sense the Force, like Force users?
Perhaps. Why the question?
Oh yeah, Beavu's on the path of Jedi Beavu.
But to answer your question, yes, I can.
Okay. Just asking.
There's some raw potential there.
I wouldn't really say it sucks. I mean, it's a cool it's an opportunity to travel the world, to save people, to fight darkness. We can find it.
Yes, but as the strictest people in the galaxy you can find.
Well, sometimes you just go on the intercom and just, annoy some other people. It's also fun.
Yes, and I wouldn't necessarily say the strictest. I mean, some are stricter than others, obviously, but
But yeah, what, little Java, why did you ask me that?
Ask you what?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't ask it in character?
What do you mean by in character?
I wish I knew that myself.
I guess while I'm passing the time, I'm gonna have to don my hazard suit and deal with the remains of the makeshift lab Anya had.
and also watch out for the fourth wall leak. It's broken. But
Just take some flex tape.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're on our way to Etho after he's done with calling his master.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah, you are.
Well, I suppose you'll. If you go head downstairs, you can find two of the empty rooms. One belonged to Anaya, a medical doctor, and one wasn't in use considering it was owned by a droid before you.
That's right. Was he special?
Oh, nice, you got extra rooms? Why the fuck did I sit all the way there? Oh, don't mind if I, take one.
If you don't,
That's in fact why I brought them up, so that you could take one.
Nice.
I won't mind if you don't tear up the entire cabin like the last person did.
Come on, who do you take me for? Of
Someone
course
who
I
would
will.
probably have tons of smuggling spots in their room.
I don't know, something.
Oh, come on,
something
it's not
about,
my ship. Why would you do that on someone else's ship?
Something
If you're
about
wanting
you,
to smuggle thing, use the compartment I actually have.
Ah, you have one of those. Neat. Certainly will come in handy.
In any case, the bottom left one is mine. It's the outfit.
Let's just take the remaining room.
Also posted in the interior of the ship. Couple up in Discord.
Mhm. Right. So I guess we start getting to the planet now.
After 2 days of time on board the ship, you do break hyperspace into real space, and you see the very, very green, lush planet of Ithor down below. And as you are there, you notice that there are several ships that are orbiting the planet right now. You don't see any Imperial ships at the moment, but you don't see any Republic ships either. And as you approach, you're immediately hit by a incoming request, comm signature from the cities down below.
Okay, then. I guess I answer.
The Nameless. We see you on approach. Please explain your situation as well as your destination.
We're going to a port city. We're here on official business.
Official business with who?
Well, more like bounty business.
Very well, the Nameless. Very well, Nameless. You are hereby granted request at the city of Idacor on the surface. Broadcasting now regulations as well as transmissions, and the signal is cut.
Alright, I guess they're also shaken with the problems recently.
You are heading towards the home planet of the Ithorians, the hammerhead-looking people from Star Wars.
They-
Now,
Oh, okay then.
the thing about Ithor, the planet, is all of the cities actually float. And I didn't realize this because I picked this planet on random, and I'm doing the research now. I didn't realize this. But every single city on the planet do float. Because going to the surface is actually forbidden. If you go to the surface, you have to stay there permanently. It is considered sacred to the Ithorians. So all
Oh.
business is conducted in essentially investment-sized cities that float around the surface of the planet. So
Well, at
you get
least you don't have to be finding a lot of foresty areas to
Yeah.
find this guy.
So you're
Wait,
heading
so
to,
if we
Idaho,
park on the surface, the campaign's over, right?
pretty much.
Basically,
Yeah, so don't go down to the surface.
we basically become permanent residents of the planet.
That's a really quick way to get a green card.
Are we forced to stay there by?
It's forbidden. I don't know the laws. I have to see if there is any, but essentially, it is forbidden to go to the surface unless you want to stay there permanently.
Hmm.
So I imagine
so
it's probably
basically
like jail
last
time or whatnot.
stop.
So it's probably just illegal. But as
Well-
you approach the city of Iacor, given to you because that is where the actual Bounty Hunters Guild on Iacor is located at. Sorry, on Ithor is located at. And so upon entry, arrival, you are gated with the same type of regulations. Anything that is an equivalent of heavy weaponry or it requires two hands to use is forbidden on the port of Iacor. Docking regulations is going to be, well, about 100 credits a day.
So we need to find this man quickly, otherwise.
Wait, what are the chances of him actually hiding on the surface of the planet? Because he knows we can't go down.
Oh, if he was down there, he would be screwed. He'd just be screwed.
Like
Yeah,
literally.
wait, should we even like? So are we searching him for like surface of the planet?
Well,
No,
no,
we're searching for him in the cities.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh.
I mean, this is the home of Ithorians. Humans, well, they're everywhere. They're less common here, so presumably finding a random human is easier here than elsewhere.
Well, basically.
So, yeah. Okay, so 100 credits.
100 credits a day, apparently.
I'm
Yeah, I'll-
curious.
I'll cough up 20 of my credits, so we take 20 each, that's 100.
What was the question,
That's
Darius?
I'm curious. What happens if you crash?
I don't know.
Oh, it's forbidden. What happens when you go to a place that's forbidden in a location?
Yeah, then what happens? You try to land on one of the cities and then start to crash.
Yeah, but
Okay,
usually
so-
happens if you go to a place that's forbidden, you're probably gonna get hit by a fine, probably maybe go to jail, have to deal with that kind of stuff. They're not gonna
No
keep you
big
there permanently.
deal.
You're not gonna be stuck there. They're just gonna get forbidden to go there unless you live down there, and you always stay there. You never leave.
Basically, so we're not going down there.
Yes.
Alright.
My training lightsaber wouldn't be a problem, right?
No, it's one-handed.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, yeah, looks like. Wait, they like use like some sort of scanners or some shit, right?
As well as
Yeah, but
possible visual investigation also.
Yeah. Would it be possible to like hide the rifle on myself?
If you so want.
Like in,
The only person here that actually could carry the weapon with them that's two-handed is me, because I'm the one with the license.
Yeah, and your weapon isn't restricted like Hawks is.
Mhm.
By the way, about restricted weapons, they're technically not banned. Like, as from like what I found, they're not banned unless you want to interpret it like that. They're just like that is restricted.
Yeah, because restricted are typically banned everywhere else. You can't really get them normally.
They're usually reserved for like actual special NPCs or something.
Yeah, or
No, they're
military.
just because they're generally illegal. That's what they are.
Yeah, but not all restricted weapons are legal though.
Yeah, but
For
yours
example-
definitely is. So
Wait,
Yeah,
but
yeah. It depends on the weapon. Like some of them, for example, like the Clone War weapons aren't restricted because they're illegal. They're restricted because they're military hardware. They're
but
given
wait,
to the
it didn't said that it was like illegal. Can I even like change the weapon like after the session?
If you want to.
Because it hadn't stated anywhere that it is illegal, just like restricted.
No, I mean, yeah, that's okay. I thought everyone knew that, but yeah, restricted essentially because it is illegal.
Yeah, okay, then we need to like rearrange a couple of things to like make it like lower signature. Like there's like really cool modification for that.
Yeah,
To
even the description of
bypass-
the weapon says it's pretty much illegal. Even the weapon itself says it.
I mean, no, it does not say that it is illegal. It just says that law enforcement generally does not like people who carry this weapon.
I mean, you could, for example, get like a shotgun. Well, that's basically what the weapon is. If you just take a regular shotgun, then that won't have the restricted quality. Then it should be fine.
It's shit though, and there aren't really any good shotguns besides that one.
Well, okay, let's just. What are we bringing with us? Because I can carry my carbine.
You can take my pistol, which you can modify to use range heavy. So then that won't. That's a
By the
weapon
way,
you can
I
use.
can't find
Which would be a legal
modification
issue.
for ranged heavy. Where is it?
Oh,
I
it's-
remember
it-
like
it-
finding it, but
It's in the part of the weapon itself. It's not a modification.
oh, part of it. Oh, right, yeah, I
It-
remember.
It's a DR-45 Dragoon.
Okay.
It cost like almost 2,000, right?
Yes, it was very expensive, so please don't break it.
Nah, like we better to bring this person in hot.
The moment
Not
say-
that. So I'm not really good at just subduing people. So now
Well-
leave it to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. The pistol, which can do stun damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a stun setting.
Oh, that's useful. Okay, I'll take it for time being. Thanks.
Yeah.
And
But-
hide the flechette rifle, like in the hidden compartments.
I think the thing is, you can't bring it onto the weapon. Like if you just leave it in ship, you should be fine. I
Yeah.
don't think it's like
Yeah.
illegal to own. It's like okay, you can't take it with you.
Okay, still like hide it somewhere in the room.
That's fine. All right, so
Because other people don't know that rifle is there.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
So you're met by the port authority, and they do the typical. They are going to investigate your ship because you are essentially at the front lines. You're at the border of where the Republic fleets, or the Republic space, as well as the Sith fleet, Imperial area, and Republic area meet. That line, if you look at the map right here, is essentially the line that separates the Republic from the Sith.
In the map, that's the galaxy. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
basically
redone.
the
Okay.
main
Right.
front line.
Yeah. So you're essentially right next to the area.
Sith.
But now that you're here on planet and you have information, you now just need to start looking. So here's the information we have. Here's the clues we have. The person was last known to be on this planet. He goes by the name of Dalfrin, and he was known to have destroyed 2 Republic vessels leaving Ithor. So the first thing to do is start finding information to learn about this guy and where he might be. You need to now start gathering information.
So I suppose tracking down places he stayed, like, stuff like that. People who knew him,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe action
Can
after
we-
action reports of the attack.
Can we Google him on the local HoloNet?
I don't think that's an option.
Well, it might get us like news reports, so might not get us immediate detail, but it could give us an overview of places to start, maybe.
That is true. That's an easy check to do. Bivu, go ahead and give me a computer spool.
Okay.
Now, while Bivu goes to start searching the global data net, any information about this information of the individual, what is Darius wanting to do?
Garius?
Darius.
Ah, it sounded like Gary.
No,
like Garius.
not Gary.
I think I'm just going to near a local bar or tavern and be on the lookout for some humans. Because we are on Ilthor and
Okay,
Yeah.
in relation to this or in relation to something else? In relation to the bounty or in relation to something else?
For the bounty.
Okay,
first.
write that down in chat, please. Nali, what about you?
Hmm?
What about you? What are you gonna do?
Oh, about me. Okay. Yeah, probably just going around, ask some people. No, just shady people mostly.
Underworld, then. Okay, go put that in chat, please. Arbok, what about you? You're the main bounty hunter.
Well, since this guy seemingly has weaponry to take down full-on Republic ships, I want to try and investigate, like, maybe he has some sort of access to military wear, since I'm not so sure that he can just easily just blast ships out of the sky. So I want to check if there's any,
Probably
like,
has like a spaceship himself if he managed to drag down fucking. What
I
was
want
it?
to check the
The Republic.
if any other parking spots in the port to see if there's any of those types of ships that might be able to take down a whole ship by itself.
Okay, kind of abridged version. Write that down so I keep track of what everyone's doing. And then Jin, what about you?
I'd been speaking to like the law enforcement in what was it near Ether that happened? The actual attack, or was it spotted last time near Ether?
Okay, law enforcement. Go ahead and write that down.
Okay.
All right. So first things first, Bivu, you're doing some search to see what information you can gather. Computer's pull is done. I want you to go ahead and give me, please, to make this more interesting and fun. Because who knows, maybe someone is keeping tabs to see what's going on. I want you to put in 1 red and 3 purple there, Bivu. Now, because this information was directly centered around Ithor, go ahead and put in 1 blue.
Okay.
And roll.
Oof.
Oof.
Oy.
Did get a triumph though. Can we turn that into a success?
No, but I have information I'll give you. This will give more clues. You look for information, and you actually realize that almost all the information has been purged about the Republic vessels.
Wait, so destroyed Republic vessels are not mentioned. Why?
What you realize is because they have been purposely scrubbed from the data net.
Is it like some cover up to avoid embarrassment?
I mean, they wouldn't post a bounty publicly.
Or is it some kind of like a weird black ops thing?
Maybe it's hired someone to hide the trail.
Yep. And they destroyed other merchant ships in order to pretend like it was an act of like a serial killer.
What?
But then wait, when he destroyed the vessels, the people on it, they died, right?
Well,
According to the research.
pretty sure that if you die in space on a spaceship, then you're probably dead.
Yeah, exactly. So when he destroyed the ships, like maybe he destroyed the other ones, like just to cover up his tracks, to make his those killings seem radical.
Hmm.
There has to be a reason it has been purged. Well, if I try to dig deeper for anything that mentions that is related to Republican vessels, does anything show up?
So think about who could actually do that. This is local to Ithor. Think about that. We're now going to go to, let's see the ones actually typed and like that. So Darius, you start going into the taverns and building cantinas within this place to find information. So this is going to be a roll using, let's see, probably charm.
I would also add something to that. If I find a human, I would like to use my sense ability to get a feel for them, like how their
Emotional states.
their emotional state.
Is there a human here? Roll me a force die.
Force die. Okay. Shio Kazim.
There is not. Ithorians. Maybe a Bothan.
I would ask the Ithorians if they've seen a human.
We have a grouping of Ithorians. We have the one serving the drinks. We have a couple of Ithorians that are essentially at tables. Specifically, who do you want to kind of go to?
The barkeep.
Okay.
If a person or an alien has seen something, it's probably the barkeeper.
As you come near, you do see that the Ithorian is giving you a bit of an unusual look. I
Hey
could
there.
swear you'd need eyes to look around. How do you have a blindfold over your sensory optics?
I just pulled down my blindfold, and the only thing staring back are empty eye sockets.
Eee.
I don't need eyes.
Ah,
I use
then you
the
must be
Force.
one of those Force users.
Correct. Haha. A smart one.
Get yourself out of this bar. I don't care to speak to your kind.
Oh, can I inquire why that is?
Because of all the destruction being brought upon. They say this war was started by your kind.
Well,
Your Force users, your Jedi, your Sith.
that may be true. Some of my kind may started this war, but I didn't start a new war. I'm just here looking for someone. And if I find that person, I will be gone quickly.
Give me a charm pool.
Okay.
Taxi him.
To continue the conversation, put in 2 purple.
2 pepper.
And because you're not Ithorian, put in a black.
Black.
And roll.
Let's do.
And remember the blue die from Steve's emotions.
Hey.
Hey.
It's a success anyway, so
Okay, yeah, fair enough. It could be
Sexy
more.
him.
yeah, even the boost.
Oh, if you're here looking for information, it will cost you. May as well cover the cost of drinks. So what are you going to take?
Well, give me some water. How about that?
What are you going to take?
I didn't understand the question. Out of game.
Of essentially,
He's basically
is expecting
telling you to
pay.
drink something.
Yeah, he's expecting you to pay. The more you probably pay, the more information he's probably going to give you. So asking for water in a bar is probably going to get you nothing.
Okay, now I get.
Yeah.
How about something that can even put a rookie under the table?
All right. That's going to cost you 35 credits.
35 credits? Oh boy.
That's a lot.
35. I pay that. Why not? I give him the 35 credits.
Oh. Service is service. Republic credit is still Republic credit. What do you want to know? As he does pour you a very, very strong drink that Wookiees themselves like.
I just, before I start drinking, I take a sniff at it, and I would like to see, did you see anyone human looking? Probably very nervous, shifty, or just humans in general?
Humans are uncommon right now on Ithor, but there has been a grouping that has actually come through this bar recently. Unusual because there were so many.
Were they heavily armed?
You can't be heavily armed on Ithor, not with the war happening between the Imperials and the Republic.
Well then, did they look well equipped?
I seem to lack the memory. How about another drink?
Oh my god.
Let me finish this one first. How
Okay,
about while
okay.
I try to drink this and not die, you answer my question, and I take a sip.
Go ahead and give me a discipline pool. Sorry, a resilience pool.
So
Resilience. Oh,
it
boy.
is a heavy drink.
I was like happy for discipline, and then you said resilience. I was like,
Sorry.
oh shit.
Yeah, resilience is the one for this.
It's
put
not
in,
meant for Jedi.
Put in 1 red and 3 purple.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's
Go ahead and roll.
this
My
drink
mental
is meant,
my mental preparation did it help in any way?
this drink is
And-
meant for Wookiees, not.
Yeah, and I didn't drown all of it in one shot. Like I drink half.
It's
of it.
just a
I know
sip.
you didn't.
That's the problem.
Go and
Oh
roll.
shit! I'm so dead.
Wow!
You barely made it.
You made
Alright.
it.
Go to remove 3 strain from your character sheet because, yeah, it is strong stuff, though.
I'm sweating a bit.
Good stuff, isn't it?
Yes, and I don't think I will survive another. So, which?
Oh, really? Well, how about some of our great Arthurian food? It would help complement that drink you have in front of you.
This is basically torturing a Jedi.
Give me a moment. I'm opening up my comlink.
I need some food, buddy.
I'm connected. Like I'm calling Jin. Jin, I'm at this specific tavern. Call me in 50 minutes. If I don't answer, pick me up, as I'm probably unconscious.
Are you alright? You require assistance, or
Definitely. Give me that. Give me that food.
right? Okay, so I suppose in 50 minutes, if he's unconscious, I'll call him.
All right. It'll be 5 credits for the food. He'll pass it off. Let's move to the next group of people. All right, so we'll go back to you, Darius. So next we have Nale. As about shady people, go ahead and build me, please, where's that? A streetwise pool, Nale.
Oh, okay.
All right. Speaking of the underworld, find information. Put in 3 purple, as well as 1 red.
Mm-hmm.
It
Now-
is a very dangerous place.
The underworld might be a little more prominent here because of what's been going on with the galaxy and being so close to the front lines. Put in 2 blue
Oh.
and roll.
1 sec. Oh, maybe I should use Destiny token here to contract red.
I mean, you can, but you have two
It won't-
yellows
it-
already.
You don't really counteract it.
Yeah,
If
you
roll
can't
a-
remove the red.
I mean, no, not to contract, but like just to add 1 extra yellow, you know?
You have 3 yellows there too.
Okay, so nobody against it.
I mean, sure, you can use it.
Yeah, go for it. They are there to be used after all.
Nice.
All right. So as you start asking information about the underworld and what's going on, there is a actually large underworld thing going on right now, Nolly, specifically because of people moving contraband into Imperial space. Smugglers. Actually, a lot of smugglers are actually coming through to Ithor because it's so close to the lines where the Imperials are. And so most of the stuff going into Imperial space are items deemed to combat the Imperial forces, as well as any type of exotic items going in and out that might trying to get away from eyes, people looking. What you discover specifically is that you come across a rather old Ithorian. He speaks to you. Uh, we had a human down here asking about registries for Galactic Republic ships, mentioning mumbo jumbo about it smuggling Imperial forces into Republic space. Cost was not
Oh,
true, but did not stop him from acquiring missiles. Not any specific missiles, though. Ones meant for snub fighters. Don't
oh,
quite
that
care
is.
how he was doing it. Credit being paid. All I'm looking for is business. Alright, sorry, you can now talk.
Oh, oh, very, very interesting. Perhaps, you seem like a really fine person with a really good memory. Do you know where that person headed? Because you see, there are some really shifty stuff going on. Perhaps you heard some Republican merchant ships and convoys got raided.
They were not
Really bad
raided.
stuff for business.
They were destroyed in orbit.
Yep, bad stuff for business. Attracts a lot of attention.
The damn shame. If it's not the Imperials killing people, leaving Ithor, it's other people doing it for them. I know the information. It was not Imperials that destroyed the ship. It was someone with a grudge, most likely. The ship leaving Ithor carrying nothing but refugees from the Outer Rim.
Ah, indeed, indeed. So, do you remember where that human, headed who bought the missiles? Maybe their name, their face, that sort of thing.
Why would I tell you? Wouldn't quite be able to run the black market if I don't have my practice of keeping names hidden.
Well, while that is true, you see, that person is more likely than not the person who raids those merchant ships. And hey, know some, acquaintance of mine is a bounty hunter, in fact, on a mission to track down the person before Republic dispatches military in those places. And trust me, bribes for all those military officials is going to be much more costly than just telling me where that person went.
That person has no link to that, and
Oh,
those kind
how
of
can you be
payments
so
are
sure?
much more valuable than any type of bounty payment.
Can you be so sure that this person does not have any links?
I don't know, and I don't care.
So you don't know.
He just shrugs.
Oh well, that's a damn shame.
So, if you're gonna buy anything, or get out.
Yeah, sure, sure. See ya. See you later. Probably.
We now go to, I believe it's gonna be Jin now.
Hey.
Jin, local port authority. Here by the Jedi Council, this is a Jedi representative of the Jedi Council, and they kind of give you all the detail. The ships were registered as having. What the hell is calling me? That's apparently Mattel's calling me. All right, so the ships that were destroyed, they were, as recorded, not destroyed because of any type of attack, but because of faulty systems done by repair work on the port. That is the
Really?
official investigation.
Official.
That's, I suppose I'd try to dig a bit deeper at that point and see, like, okay, is it an unofficial, what's it called, thing as well, or is it that the bounty itself was false? Like, they're trying to get to the bottom of this. See if I can butter them up to get them to spill the beans.
No, there's not official work. There's no unofficial notes. But there is one person pushing to see, thinking that it wasn't. Look, with all the war going on between the Republic and the Imperials, there's been ships coming in and out of here constantly. Some going into Imperial space, some leaving. The war caused mechanical work to go over and over end. There's been ships being repaired constantly within our docks. We're making more money than ever now. So it's not unheard of to think about some mechanic being lazy, putting their wires in the wrong place, causing the ship to explode in orbit. It happened on the right timing also, from what the report said. But if you want to think that this was caused by some other thing, go talk to the subordinate that is down at the other end of the hallway.
I will. Thank you for the assistance, good sir.
Yeah, go talk to Dash. He'll know more information. Bit of a fool if you think one.
Dash, the man who actually posted the bounty.
What?
I didn't say that out loud, and I'll say out of character question. But no. In that case, I would be going over to speak to Dash.
I don't recognize you. What are you here for? Is it an investigation? Are you missing a loved one?
Dash Scion, is it?
Aye, that's the name.
The name is Jin. I was on business with the Jedi Council when I saw the bounty they posted in your name. So this was something worth investigating into. As well, frankly,
Shut up. Here, I don't want to speak about this out loud. Keep this information hidden. Let's go. And he does actually go into one of the interrogation rooms.
Okay, I follow.
Okay. And that now goes to Arbok.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, what are you looking for here specifically? I can't remember because I'm looking at the wrong thing. You're looking for unique ships? Oh, okay. I see.
Any sort of unique ships or something that's off.
So you're going to probably the portmasters on the ship, or maybe talking to. You tell me who you think you want to talk to, but I'd say a common one is to actually speak to individuals that actually investigate ships that do come into port.
Yes, I guess any sort of the port masters.
Okay, so you met with a youngerish individual, and after doing some negotiating back and forth, you're directed to this guy because he is in lead of any type of unusual inquiries that need to be further investigated for the Port Authority. And having the bounty hunter license, you're given kind of leeway to talk to this individual when they would normally not talk about things. But since you're looking for a specific situation here, you're given access to this man.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're looking for a ship that is unusual, that, what, you say can destroy another ship?
Well, from what I have from my information, this guy has some sort of firepower to easily wipe out ships in orbit.
No, well, any ship here would have that power. Zap on a laser cannon to a freighter. Enough times, shooting another ship will cause it to explode. There's several ships in here, defensive-wise, that can take out a shuttle.
Yes, but the thing is, you don't find them shooting from the port.
Nothing was shooting from the port. We don't have weapons on the port, especially ever since the Imperials came through. Those were quickly disassembled. Rather explosively, if I should say so myself.
Well, I know this. Well, you can't just easily wipe out a ship just like a snap from, because you need at least have some sort of weaponry to do
Well-
that much damage in a short amount of time.
You need explosives then. You need missiles. Concussion
Mhm.
missile, proton missile. Those will do the job quickly.
Yeah, and have you found any sort of ship with those kinds of weapons?
Every now and then we'll get a freighter come down here that has that kind of armament. But any type of Imperial ship will have those, especially ones in orbit. Now that you say, something unusual I did find. There was actually a fighter came down here about a week ago for refueling. I personally was there to refuel the ship, and it had underslung missile launchers, concussion, but they were empty. Found it kind of unusual. What's been in use? Again, nothing unheard of being this close to Imperial territory.
Do you know the owners of these ships, or do you have some sort of log of them?
No, just that it fueled up. We do have records for the ship being fueled, though. I can give those to you.
Anything will work.
All right, one moment. He goes, he gets the paperwork, and it is for...
And I also want to know, the person who owned that ship that was fueled up, were they human? Any sort of, distinct features?
Yep, the cockpit size would definitely be human accommodable, or for that matter, even Trandoshan, your size, or any humanoid form, really. I didn't see any fur if you're asking.
I'm just wondering. Do you know any traffic that goes by through here? Anything irregular?
No, nothing irregular that I know of. I just tend to make sure that the vastly unregular get recorded and logged. Like here, this I believe the name of the ship was Heskier.
Huh. Do you know any other ports that they could be parking at? Or any sort of blind spots?
Yeah, land on the surface of the planet. Just don't get caught. There's definitely hundreds of other ports within Ithor, even the other cities. I mean, this ain't the only one here.
Yeah, I would think so. Well, I think that might be all. If they haven't gone by here, then I doubt that they would be anywhere near here. I guess I'm done there.
But the question is, who owns that starfighter? You might be worth investigating if it's a fighter without any missile launchers, or with empty missile launchers.
Well, they don't have any logs of who owned them.
My bad.
They only just know about the ships that actually pass by. But we only know the type of ship that they probably used.
But that's information for another day, because today I do need to wrap up the session at this point in time.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds.
That's
Seems to
okay.
be about time. So,
Okay.
it was a good session, everyone. Nice to see everyone's new characters, and it was nice to finally play again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
That it has. Everyone go ahead and grab yourselves 20 XP, please.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, what do you want to buy with 20 XP?
Well,
That's
that's
the
only
question.
done today, really roll-wise. Take a 20. It's a comeback bonus.
Quick, everyone, we need to wait 3 weeks before we can play again. We'll get more XP. Rather than just play 3 times and get far more XP.
Yeah.
Okay, then session's over officially.
Yeah, session's over
Yes.
usually.
Okay, then I will go to sleep because I got exam.